For reference, an orc has 4 intelligence. He is as smart as an orc now.
Congratulations.
What's it?
Me thinks
can't
me
talk
not
yet.
a moth.
He could lead his own WOG one day.
Already
Just
is.
imagining a
Moth
fucking
walk.
massive ass moth leading a group of orcs. No.
He already is leading his own warg. We are his warg.
Wow, but very high pitched.
Scottish Carlos.
Oh. Oh no.
They can take our lives, but they will never take our nectar. God damn it. I fucking hate you, Zach. God damn it. We're all encouraging this behavior. You are all
You meant
responsible for this, except for Siegfried, who literally didn't know.
Yeah, I'm the one that said yes to making this a thing. I allowed this to happen.
Yes,
Walk in the
you
city.
are responsible. You are just as responsible as everyone in chat.
Yeah, so last session, they continued exploring the place. They varyingly jumped and climbed over a small river of acid, found these 2 small imps that, well, one just got beat the fuck out of in a corner. The other one did some invisibility charming shit and got Karnk very confused. Meanwhile, during the fight, Mange was just scooping up gold in the corner, and he found a moth, which everybody immediately got attached to for some reason. But after collecting the loot, they headed on out, went up, and they found a corpse holding a lantern up in a small side passage. Following the light of it, they picked it up and found that, well, inside this lantern is the soul of the Necromancer who used to run this place. Figuring that's a pretty good treasure, they picked it up and brought it along with them, coming to a slime pool, where they managed to avoid most of the slimes, one jumping out, but being quickly dealt with, but at the cost of Mange's battle axe. Well, great axe. And got to the side, found a well, that's the word, in the corner, which
it was
means
the battle axe, not the grey axe. It was the one hand.
Yeah, because you gave the great axe assault. Yeah. Yeah, which means looked down into the well and saw something slightly shiny in, so immediately cannonballed into it, and found a small magical collar which can be used to make his voice a lot louder, which he immediately used to shout out in victory. Then climbed back out and went to the side and found what seems to be the Necromancer's bedroom. Encircle a still lit magical torch, a small altar with small bones and dried blood, along with the Necromancer grimoire, and a very nice bed, which we decided just to plop them on as a funny. And we picked back up, and I'm going to say that Siegfried got bored of waiting, grabbed a torch, and came in and found you guys. So Siegfried has joined you yet again.
Yes, he has some.
Hey, everyone.
All right.
Siegfried
So-
has crossed the ocean of slime to find us and somehow come out unscathed.
Yeah, he was just behind you guys, so you saw what he did.
back, you sneaky fuck.
I have no idea
Oh, what was
you
that?
said, nor do I want to know.
Welcome back, you sneaky fuck.
And of course, because I want the other warband we're affiliated with to at least hesitate before they pound my head into the ground when they eventually find out I'm Slanesh, I'm keeping a skull/head count, and I'm bringing them back. And I'm sharing them with Mange, of course, because he's trying to get with... Oh yeah, no, he's trying to get with Angela,
I'm not trying
right?
to get with fucking... Yeah, I'm trying to get with Visha.
Alright,
You're all trying to get with Kasha.
I'm trying to get with
You're
Kasha.
trying to get with Kasha. Kasha is, tail, dense as fuck. Basically
Yeah,
my
I'm
mascot
not
if she were a fucking,
She already got
dragon
one.
tiefling or whatever.
I'm only trying to get out of
Kasha
here.
is basically Pippi if Pippi were a tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
PP Longstocking.
It's a massive ass hammer.
A dense dip. She's used big weapons before. Like in the first iteration that I made her in a fucking Dynasty Warriors game. She used the giant metal fucking canoe as her weapon. With a blade along the
How
bottom.
do you
I
use a
shit you
canoe
not.
as a weapon?
It's one of the
Optimal
characters.
weapon.
It's Dynasty Warriors. They don't give a shit about the laws of physics.
They really don't. The games are fucking weird.
You literally want the combos literally just has you ghost ride the whip wave over your enemies. Anyway.
Oh, also, just a heads up,
Says
am I
hot.
supposed to be seeing there's a big black spot?
Hmm?
I could just see white and just a big
Oh.
black area on the board. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Forgot
on the
I
top
hadn't
right
told you
corner.
earlier.
Oh, and we also have art for both of Alexandria's familiars now.
Yay!
Oh, yeah, I should probably bring
Nice.
them in so I can show them.
Yeah, cause like
we can show Voids.
yeah,
Crystal is not
Void
here, unfortunately.
Void is still sticking around though, right?
Yeah.
Does she get a token, or does she kind of just?
No, she just hangs around. Like, people aren't going to target the small fox that's just running around. Like, in the same way that they're not just going to shoot Carlos. Like, they're not going to shoot the moth or the fox that aren't attacking them. They'll focus on the people with the big weapons that are currently attacking them.
And that might fry them alive.
Yeah. And the small dragon they'll attack because it's like the size of a large dog and breathing fire. So here's
There is the precious little. Actually, is she a greater demon? I forgot to.
she's
How-
a stealth familiar. Her size, she's about.
Christ. I wasn't ready for that zoom in.
Yeah, she had a token to
Fucking
be
jump
about this
scares.
big.
You got jump scared by an adorable nine-tailed
I
fox.
wasn't ready for
Get
the
wrecked.
zoom in.
Yeah, if she had a token to be about this size. Like the size of a normal fox. And then Chris, she looks like when she gets alive again.
I'm going to profusely apologize to her for accidentally
care.
leading to her death.
I literally give her some raw meat and she'll be happy as ham.
What do you think I have these tentacles for?
You don't have tentacles.
What? Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, you picked them up. I mean, like the gift.
No, Mange is the one with the tentacle on his back. I'm the one with the tentacles in my inventory.
Here's
And then we got Carlos.
Oh,
Carlos.
Nice. See y'all.
Hey, chat! Hey, chat! How are y'all doing? I hope you're having a fantastic time. I would just like to remind you that since you all like Carlos so much, and since I'm fucking flat broke right now, you can all donate for me to get fucking custom art of Carlos for you fuckers!
no, I think that picture's.
When I
I think that
commission the
picture's
art,
just fine.
it's $25.
In my opinion, I think that picture is
Stop
just
commissioning art.
amazing. It's just good enough.
Alright,
'Cause I
I'm
have
watching
a
ads for
depressing,
bits right now.
crippling addiction to commissioning art that I have to put on the side right now because I need to save up money and be a responsible fucking adult.
I feel you, man. I went through the same thing. I'm currently.
Science! Sorry, that was a chat thing.
Yep.
Redeemed for me to scream his name. And unlike some pansy people I watch, when I see something that is redeemed, I do it immediately and don't wait for an opportune moment. This is supposed to inconvenience me, right? Right?
Yep. It's supposed to.
That's why we do it. That's why we do it. To make your life miserable. Why else would we do it?
I forgot also a thing that Siegfried also wasn't here for. I forgot this also happened last session. Was they found a witch hunter trapped in a cage. Alex found the key at the same moment that means just ripped the fucking door off the wall.
Yeah.
They heard this guy that looks like a witch hunter joined with them. He toe kicked them into death.
Yeah, exactly.
I sort
Currently
of mentioned that
examining
earlier where I was
table.
saying this is the lantern that we got, and then I had a question for Zach. I didn't realize I was typing in the same box.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a
It
match
would,
item from the book. It's just like a description, so you can call it what you want.
Alright.
Just something that makes you remember what it does.
Upon meeting the witch hunter, Siegfried would just kind of take off the half hat from the zombie earlier and just offer it to him. You drop this.
Oh, well,
It's not your hat.
is it a witch hunter kind of hat?
Yeah, it's about half of it. Looks like it's been either cut off or eaten by someone.
Well, I look a bit
Or someone dropped it.
look a bit skeptically on it and say, well, thank you. I'll keep this in safekeeping in the meanwhile, and I take it and stuff it somewhere.
You can shove it
No
into your
problem.
backpack.
All right, I don't know if you guys already have, but I'm kind of weirded out by this giant pentagram right here, so I'm gonna.
I'm all over it.
It's a summoning ritual circle. We've already gone over this. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's for like doing the same shit. You know the warpstone rituals that Rowan would do when he was around. That's the kind of shit it would be done in. That's it.
It's just a
That's all.
generic
alright.
like spell circle. It's not
It's a
event-
ritual
it's not
circle.
for it.
You do ritual shit in it. We aren't performing a ritual. It isn't going to bite us.
Oh, okay. What's this thing over here? This little chest-looking thing.
We already did that. You really
It's an
don't remember
altar.
anything for last session. There was a grimoire there.
I wasn't here that last session
Oh,
at the end.
Yeah. Everything of any value in here has already been taken and done, and nothing else set off traps or whatnot. To summarize
Great.
it really briefly.
And it looks like I am a light source. Yeah, I'm still a light
Points
source.
to make
I
that
think
ritual
wants to turn
site
to
come
mage.
to life. Overruled. Next. I don't have
Alright.
any way for people to manually give certain amounts of points to my knowledge. I don't know the system intricately enough to do that shit. If you guys want, what I'm going to probably do is set up a channel in my Discord for people to suggest other things that we might be able to redeem shit on, and then we can go through Zach to see if they are acceptable or not. But that's for another time. So shut. Goddamn. Anyway.
I'd be okay with that rule, but I also have almost 30.
Okay, so where are we going now? We just getting out of here,
We're
or
going to backtrack and get some money.
You guys would know there were a few like tunnels and pathways that you didn't go through. You can start moving yourselves around.
all right? So our leader's leading, obviously, or is it Solomon still?
Solomon has
Oh
the
yeah,
Understand.
right. I
the
gave
mage has the
this,
lantern.
I gave the lantern to Franz, and I took my thing back from Solomon.
Yep.
Franz
Yeah.
has the lantern.
Franz has the
Yeah, it's
conical
basically-
lantern, and I have the AoE thing again. Let the crystal
we are
myth guy
going for the
lead.
door.
Which
Okay.
one?
Exactly.
30 foot of dim light, not 60.
Oh,
Tactical
thank you, Bolted.
crackhead.
I'm not made of meth, but yeah, okay, I am crystal.
Oh yeah, Solomon is Smith.
Does Solomon still have the glowing rock?
Oh,
He
mage
is
took that
glowing
back.
rock.
I have my rock back. I don't have the lantern like this. It's
So
not
you
a
guys
cone.
said you almost died here last time, right? How are we
Yeah.
gonna get through now? How about
there's a
we
door
attack
over
it
there,
from
let's go.
rain? Oh,
But
or we could
you
go
do
through.
know what you need to know where they are now, so you can just walk around them. It's only Conk that can't walk around
Yeah.
them because he'll come
They
within.
can't
5 foot.
move.
Yeah, all they can do is drop down and throw shit at you.
Oh, let's go open the door.
Yeah, I think that's the best.
Crack that shit wide open.
Oh, hey!
Ooh, chicken.
Food.
You can
Is
inside
that
and see.
Might be worth taking back.
That's the
It's just like you go up and you push open the door and you see inside is just like, yeah, I couldn't fill it all in because that would take me like an hour. But it's like just full of like tables and cabinets and all that, just seeming to almost overflowing with food. Although you would notice fairly quickly, a lot of it has gotten rotten. Like clearly they've been left out for a while. There's like a big boar. There's like a big boar on a spit. There's like mold growing on it.
I'm guessing this is a field day for you, huh, Solomon?
Regular
Hey.
Sunday.
Mange
Yeah,
is going
Solomon
to
is
walk
going
up.
to cut around the mold.
Mange is going to walk up and take the biggest thing of meat that he can find and shove it straight down his gullet.
Well, the biggest thing of meat is the pig on the spit, but that's a bit big to shove in your gullet, and it is
He's
moldy.
going to take a massive ass fucking bite out of that shit, ripping,
Would he be
tearing.
Would he be avoiding the moldy bits?
He's a fucking
He wouldn't
Skaven. He
care.
doesn't give a shit.
Roll me a luck column. I'll see you can have advantage since you are a Skaven.
Lovely.
You just take a bite out of rotten meat.
Also, another thing.
I'm fine. Do I
Franz
lose a
doesn't
luck?
realize yet that it's hollow, right?
Do I
Franz
lose a
doesn't
luck?
realize that it's hollow yet, right?
That what's hollow.
Oh,
Franz.
he doesn't need to eat thing. He didn't know that yet.
I was like, yeah. So as you step in, it's like the smell of the rotting stuff doesn't bother you. Like, you can smell like something like salted or like brined up, and it's like, oh god.
Okay, so I'm going to search for this salted and brine stuff so I can hopefully, I don't know, save it for later.
Yeah. So you guys can like search through there for like actual working food.
Yes,
That's
and
My phone on airplane mode.
maybe some extra silverware just in case. If
There's
there
no
is any.
silverware in here, it's just like foods. Food,
Alright.
food.
Any bottle, any
barrels.
alcohol, possibly?
Yeah, there's like a barrel of ale in one corner.
Guzzle it all down immediately.
As you like pry the lid off, there's like a layer of scum on the top.
Oh.
Alright. So, are we rolling detection to see what we find?
No, so if you take a few minutes, you can find a good amount of ration. I'll say basically you can all convert that into basically getting average downtime for all of you, for everybody at the base for this month, for this week, effectively.
Except for Franz, who doesn't even need this
Yeah.
to do that.
Exactly.
Except for friends who, like, when you take off the barrel and find all the salted meat, like, almost vomits.
It's...
Poor dude.
And just, like, a step out so it doesn't throw up everywhere, the smell of this salted meat.
Got
Oh,
him
and as
himmel.
we were walking by, we all probably noticed that the water on the top of the well freezes as Mange
Yeah,
passes.
so as Mange walks by, it freezes, and then starts to slowly melt again. And it's like, as you, like,
Why?
take the lid off the
so
barrel,
we
and
rolled
that layer
chaos
of
gifts
scum.
at the end of last session, and I have a Frostwalker now.
Cool. Did I
All
get any
liquid
gift?
And put it in freezes.
No, fuck you.
Alright.
All liquid in our bodies freezes at its approach.
Yeah, any free liquid. It's like the water in your canteens will like frost. It's not just slowly. It's not, yeah. So any like water skins you have will start to like get frost over them. It's not just very slowly freeze while in the present.
Zach.
Am I?
Yeah, a little.
I don't know what's causing that. Says internet's fine. I don't know.
Life is
Move
shit.
the mic closer.
That's what's causing
Not cutting out for me, really.
Alex, lucky.
Oh! Would you?
Nah. You know, they're fine. They're fine. They have an extra arm. Give the tentacle to Solomon. Oh, and that long
He's the
tongue,
one-
give
he
that to
needs it.
Solomon too.
He doesn't need. He has
I need that long tongue.
I
Alright.
just-
And that's what I give that to Carl.
I need it.
We should give some of the NPCs some love. Give Karnk a fucking tentacle. Why not?
I mean, Conk does have little tiny wings.
Yeah, he does. D-tongue ooh.
It's a 1 foot long tongue. It's not a deep tongue.
Still a foot, that's quite the tongue.
I hate
Yeah,
every
so with
single one of
Mange's
us.
Ice Walker things, like you find this barrel of ale, crack it open, see the layer of scum, and then see like a layer of frost build up as the whole as all the liquid in the barrel freezes. There's like your water skin's getting very cold to the touch as the water's nearing freezing.
Meanwhile, Mange is just scarfing down this fucking moldy ass pig.
Yeah, just taking big, really biting chunks out of it.
So there's just food here, nothing else?
It's like food and water, and it seems like this was like the food storage room.
Good place
Alright.
to hide something at least, but
Mange, son! Mange, leave!
Alright, let's try and...
Can we assume we get
Good
back
for you,
through the
Mage.
fucking slime?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
for
I
the
don't
sake
totally
of
want to
brevity,
do
can we get the
that.
fuck out of here?
Oh god, I've
There we
got the
go.
door.
I am
Broke the
inside
door
of
in
the
the
wall.
door
I
with us.
cannot move
Ah!
anymore. Help, please. I am stuck.
Ah!
I'm stuck.
Opening the door back.
Help,
Me
help,
too.
Help, help,
Oh,
help,
no.
Stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Help me,
Teleportation.
please. Help me,
Stop
please,
moving.
please. I'm stuck. I'm stuck inside of the wall. Okay.
It's not moving. I won't able to grab you quicker.
All right. So where are we heading out? Oh.
All right. I
Spider
need
webs.
to let somebody on my server know about this. Hey, DF, you should get in here.
I don't think they can hear you if they're not in here already.
All right.
Oh,
So
I'm joking about one of my friends who's super arachnophobic.
No.
okay. So
Not around this
Solomon, would you like to lead us into the freaking spider web?
Yeah, because you see very large.
again, but yes.
Like, as you guys turn this corner, you see like one part of this like cave bit is just filled with spider webs, and probably like about as thick as I'd say probably like Alex's arm. Like on the thinner side of an arm, but still like as thick as an arm. It's kind of vanding across the entire place. But
Oh,
would
no.
notice a bit
Wait.
a bit to the side that you can't see any spider webs in.
Well,
Oh, no.
we did have a delightful torch we didn't bring with us. Siegfried, you said it was
Wasn't Siegfried holding it?
I can always hack it away with my short sword.
takes too fucking long. That's spider silk.
Wait, Zach.
Hmm?
You mentioned coming down. Siegfried grabbed the torch, right?
Yeah, like Siegfried has supplies, so he can produce some torches if he wants.
Yeah, but you sort of
Okay.
mentioned a torch anyway. But whatever.
All right. Let's.
Torch, Siegfried.
Mange is going to push Solomon backwards a couple tiles real quick and say, "Wait," and look up to see if he can spot any fucking spiders with his light.
Alright, roll a perception.
What's the matter, Mange? It's just a couple of spiders.
And just someone steps up, Mange's like extra army shot, grabs him and pulls him back.
I actually accidentally rolled that at disadvantage, so that was actually a nat 1.
Damn. Yeah, so Mange looks up there and, well, nat 1.
Yeah.
You see 3 very large, probably like 5 foot long spiders just up on the roofs, like in corners, in shadowy corners. You like catch like the slight glint off of a mandible or an arm move.
Mange,
All right, does
turns to
Mange
everyone and
point
says, yeah, Mange turns to everyone and says, "Don't go there, big bitey things."
Aren't you a big
Brandon.
bitey thing, Mange?
Mange
I thought you would
turns
want
to
to-
look at Franz and gives you like a fucking shit stare. Just like, shut up, you fucking asshole. Kind of stare that you would expect from him. Just like, don't question me. I'm saving your ass.
I think he means with a lot of legs.
Yeah, so if Mange like points them out, you would see like the slight glimmer as the shadow moves, and you see like a leg stick out for a half
Mange
second.
points at each of them individually and says, so they are spiders. I'm going to assume that because this is Warhammer, they're more than spiders.
Yeah, they're about 5 foot long.
Well, yeah, but I'm also assuming that they might be able to just spit shit at us.
Possibly. Yeah, they seem to be
I like
hiding.
how
and,
he
like,
doesn't even like question possibly. Just like
I mean,
shit.
Should
that's
I
actually
shoot
what you assume.
them?
So when you assume things about creatures, I'm
Damn torch so you can
Oh
torch
yeah, I
the
have
spider.
animal lore, don't I?
Yes, you do.
I don't know, do you?
I have animal lore. I have
Yeah,
wilderness
he
lore and
does.
animal lore.
You can roll it if you want.
What with?
Still
Intelligence.
for a torch, he's gonna burn the spider webs.
Nope.
Ooh.
Hey, big ass spiders.
Big spider things.
Very observant of you, Mange.
Should I
And I
shoot
have
them?
a torch so we can burn this stuff.
Oh, that too.
Siegfried to get some torturous supplies.
Good. Time to torch some spiders. Also, really piss them off if it's the fire-loving kind.
Yeah, you doing this. They seem to be like waiting, and even with a failure, like Minge could tell, like they're definitely waiting for somebody to like get stuck in a web or something and then they'll come down. They don't seem to have noticed that you spotted them. They don't seem to even really be looking your way. They're like waiting to sense motion in the web.
Let's burn them.
Spiders.
Burn the webs and burn them.
Spiders, DF. Big 5-foot-long spiders.
Is DF even in the stream right now?
She is.
Hope so.
She said,
Alright, so
I was pulled in here.
Can we get a zoom up? Get a little bit of a better look at those spiders right now?
I have already. They're on screen.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
see?
There
Look
you
at
go.
that
Yeah.
bugger.
That's what you got. Oh,
Look at
big
that.
boy. My. Oh, no.
Look at that.
It's a big spider.
That's an
Oi,
Australian spider.
Here's
That's
this
right
one
there.
Now I can't get the idea of a fucking, like, orc version of fucking...
Fucking
Crikey!
Carlos.
crikey.
Carlos is not Mexican. He is Australian. It is
all
canon now.
Australian, they're British hooligans.
No, I was really...
So-
who's the... got killed by a manta ray?
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
Irwin.
That bitch.
That's
A
what
fucking-
you know him for?
I forgot his
Yeah.
fucking name. Of course I know him for other shit. But that's the instant thing that people will know. Because not many people die from a fucking manta ray. I was thinking about like a fucking orc Steve Irwin just being like, "Oi, crikey, he gets me up here, hell Harry and shit."
So how many torches did we just end up with?
So 3 and less. However, it can be different items with a common theme. So it could be a torch and
Oh, hey, can we say that he wound up at some point picking up one of the fucking fire bombs that a certain individual made back at the base? Fire pot.
Yeah, that could fit.
All right, yeah.
do you want
some
torch,
fire
a
pots?
firebomb? So torch and 2 fire pots then?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good. What
Yeah,
stat do you
just
use
so
to
that for
find
friends,
things
you
again?
have light coming out of the top of your head. So if you want to actually like look, if you want to actually like use your light, you just got to turn yourself to point.
Yeah, you have to
I
make your
don't know
character.
why it does the light
Yeah,
coming
because-
out the top of your head, but that's where the game decides that's where the light comes out of.
Yeah.
So you
Well,
gotta
that's where I
spin.
put the lantern.
Alright. I'm
those
readying my
forehead.
pistol
Who
for
has the best dexterity for throwing shit?
let me see. My dexterity is 14.
Mine is 16.
Someone has 9.
Mine is 15.
15.
And it's like as you guys get out, like the moth would start like flapping around in the cage and like trying to go towards the light, but it's stuck in a cage.
I just say to Carlos, "No, that's what we're using for the spiders. You don't want to see the spiders. Get back in the bag."
And
Put it
since he's
back
at
in your
full
backpack.
intelligence now, does he sort of understand this vaguely?
Maybe we could use them as bait.
He's like, okay, nighttime now.
All right, nighttime.
He's still not immensely smart, so he's like, oh, it's gotten dark, it's time to sleep.
Well, that's how it works.
Yeah, like, you can do that with parrots and stuff. You can just throw a blanket over and they go to sleep.
So,
Well,
oh,
most
suppose
of
it's
the time
night.
anyway. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's dark, okay, sleep.
Oh, God damn it. All right, so let's throw fire.
I'm
pots
readying
in
my
there.
pistol.
Oh shit, she's got a gun.
She's always had a gun.
Get a water.
Yeah,
It's
Alexandra
fucking
has always had
deafening.
like a flintlock that she's murdered herself with almost by accident with fucking misfires.
That was once.
And it
it's
did
all
happen.
no.
So I can say
I
it
only
happened.
almost shot myself once.
I only.
So is Siegfried pulling out of his backpack? You got three
What is he
items.
pulling out of his
A
backpack?
torch and 2
Yeah.
fire pots.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so what are you guys doing? You see these
Throwing
spiders
fire
chilling up in
pots.
his webs.
I'm readying my pistol, of course, for the
Danger.
first one I see.
Mage is not going to be throwing these because he doesn't like ranged weaponry anymore after a certain individual shot him in the fucking ribcage with a crossbow. But what he is going to do is he is going to prepare all of his weapons to swing at whatever gets close. So prepared action, whenever any of the spiders come in close, he's going to swing.
I got a prepared action for the first one that approaches us.
Someone wishes to take the torch and start the whole mess.
How are you doing that?
He's going to step up here and start a fire. From here,
Like, are you throwing the torch in, or are you like waving it in front of it, trying to get it to catch?
Fire
he's
start.
going to start it nice and slow from one corner, trying to get it to catch. Because if it doesn't burn from a torch, it's not gonna be fun.
So yeah, they're like holding the torch next to it, trying to get it to catch.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what about the people with the fire pots? What are you doing?
Roll
throw it
them
over here.
directly at spiders. You should do that. Mr. Rogue probably has the most dex, I would assume.
Well,
Maybe?
yeah, 16. So I assume.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking take the fire pots and throw them at bitches.
Give it here.
Well, if you're throwing them at the spiders, that'll be initiative, because they would notice you throwing something at them.
Throw it at the ones
True.
near the spiders.
If you're throwing it near to them, they'd notice, oh, something's coming, attack, or run
Shout
away.
at them, hey, what's that over there? And then when they're looking away, you chuck it.
Yeah, they're also spiders. They would notice when you get out fire and start bringing it towards their web. Let's say, yeah, Siegfried's just going up there and holding it to it, and then that'll be initiative.
Alright.
What the fuck did I have this +2 initiative modifier for? There was
I
something
think you have a dagger.
oh yeah. That would be why. 10. Wow, I'm not last. It's Siegfried. Fuck you.
11.
I
Damn,
have more
Spike's
dex,
got
I have
good.
more natural. Why are you rolling it at? Why are you rolling it at advantage, Solomon?
Because I have it.
Advantage on initiative?
Yep.
From
It's one of
what?
its things.
Yep. Razor mind.
Oh yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah,
That
one
makes
of the
sense. I have more natural dex than you, so I would be going before Solomon, and that's about the best I know.
Yeah. I do not have a lot of decks. It is a
I
dumb
just-
stat.
I just kind of go to Joel
Oh, it
and
is
say,
not.
Joel, don't run in. Just throw a fire pot or something.
That's
count
why
as
I
a
don't
weapon?
use the weapons. Yeah, he's
Ah.
gonna stay there and hold an action to punch a spider if it comes for Alex.
Good boy.
Then the spiders are gonna notice people approaching with fire. Well, we got an event. apparently.
He said it wrong, so you need to redo that so it actually steals your points, bitch. To type it properly, or you don't get it.
Yeah, might as well hold the turn to see what the event is.
Alright, so we have an event which is a neutral 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we roll a 1d5 and that effect takes hold. 5. Eternal change. For the next d4 rounds, any character that attempts to perform the same action in an adjacent turn suffers d6 damage.
Oh, God damn it.
See how many turns?
Oh,
2 turns.
Oh, thank God.
So
So
this
you
turn
d4
and
suck.
next turn, if you do the same thing, then you're screwed.
So now the spiders. Siegfried's setting fire to it, and Solomon is holding a fire pot. But Solomon is in the way a bit, so the spider will come down and go for
Okay,
Solomon.
So my prepared action is to shoot anything that comes towards us. So can I roll for damage?
Yeah, well, you have to roll to hit first.
Oh, right.
It's
Well,
skittering
you
down
gotta
the
shoot
web.
the thing before it takes damage. God damn.
I got him on death
Alright.
6 foot, not 5.
oh.
shut the
Don't
fuck
shoot
up!
it. All right.
I believe guns do a fun thing on that once.
Oh, no. Oh,
No, that's when they're reloaded. Whenever you miss with a critical failure, they're gonna explode, dealing D8 damage to the wielder, and the weapon is unusable until repaired. So Alex brings up the gun, there's a
dear.
click, and she's like, wait, what? And the gun
Oh
then
shit! I got
detonates you
slime
now.
in this.
Slime in the
I
gun.
love,
Take
I love
7
how
damage.
easily I fucking jinxed you. Oh, DF has
Alex,
like.
click.
Yeah, thanks for that.
And it's like small bits of shrapnel and
You're
like
welcome.
superheated gunpowder just like splatter across your face, and you're like, fuck! So, like pulling your covering up your face, trying to get it all out of it. And your gun is now fucked. And the spider continues on to jump Solomon. Thankfully, not at advantage because you guys did notice them in time. But you noticed them before getting anywhere near the webs because you just. That is a 17.
That is one above, so yeah, it hits.
5 damage and a luck con save.
Hey, one of my good
The
ones.
poison, I believe you. Wait, you're a no occultist. I think you're immune
He's
to
a no.
poisons.
Yeah, he's immune to
Yeah,
poison.
you're an occultist. You're immune to poison. Yes, the fangs come in and they bite into you, like chipping through your skin. And you feel the poison pulse into you, and Nurgles goes no.
Oh yeah, and he flushes poison out on him.
Yeah, and it sucks in a bit of the acid and quickly recoils back. Like a mandible
Screw you,
brushing
little
over its face, like freaking out about what the hell just hurt it.
Yeah, biting a Nurgle cultist doesn't seem like the smartest thing to do.
This one doesn't like you setting fire to its web. It's going to go and try and jump
Really?
on Siegfried.
And go immediately into the fire.
It's like just starting there. It's like right at the bottom. It's not in it. It'll spread slowly. It goes over and bites Siegfried for a 15.
He's just going to slowly start coloring entire tiles red to represent the fire.
I've got a small fire thing. Yeah, Siegfried is a
Siegfried?
15.
Remember the bonus armor class.
Siegfried, what's your AC? Okay. Debuff.
Have we lost Siegfried?
And
So
Bitch.
what?
I'll check his sheet.
I'm just going to quickly add a little note for how many options there are so I know what dice to roll. So we have to roll a d10 and give one debuff to one. So number 8, what is the third to last debuff possibility? Canadian whack for 30 minutes each time the party attacks an enemy. The attacker must apologize for doing so. If the player fails to apologize, they take d4 psychic damage.
How long does that last? D4 rounds?
30 minutes.
For 30 minutes in game. So basically the
30
entire fight.
So who is it applied to?
Everyone.
The people.
Everyone. But for
Fuck
spider
you,
attacks,
guy.
it also happens.
It says
So
each time
far.
the party attacks an enemy.
Dang it.
So we have to apologize for every hit in character,
Siegfried might
or
die.
we take d4 psychic damage every time we forget.
Siegfried's AC is 15 on a sheet. I assume that doesn't include Solomon's thing, so that makes his AC 16. So it comes in and tries to bite and it just glances off of his skin, seems to harden at the last second. The
Yep.
thing skitter off of his skin. Alright, Alex, your gun just exploded.
It's like, oh, give me that fucking fire pot, and I just chuck it at the farthest.
So this one.
Alright, hey, how about now?
There we go. You're back.
There we
I did
go.
the wrong thing.
Alright,
No,
yeah.
that's
So I
not
got it.
And I just say, sorry, not sorry, you skittery fuck.
That doesn't count. You have to actually be sincere in your apology. D4 psychic damage.
Oh,
I'm not,
Oh.
I am on your side. I want you to survive. But it is a debuff, and the chat did pay for it. You have to be sincere, you bitch.
And we've got another debuff.
Sorry, nuts. Sorry.
It is
We
what
got
it
another
is.
debuff.
oh god.
2. Curse of Friendship. For the next D4 round, any character that ends its turn more than 10 feet from any ally will suffer D4 damage. That doesn't really apply right now. We're all really close together. So, but
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank
But
God.
3 rounds
I'm
for
gonna
that one.
cry.
you
Alex
already
takes
rolled it.
1 damage as she throws a fire pot. Oh, you rolled that die.
I rolled
So,
for
yeah,
the
1 round.
number of rounds. 1 round. Oh, and now we got now we got a buff. Everyone's just
I'm
like,
running
all
out of
right, they're
thought.
fighting spiders. Let's do everything.
I'm out of D4s. I can't keep track of these now. I have to use a D6.
Because
what's
what?
the
All right, so this one is. Can somebody else roll me a D6?
Yeah, sure.
All right, number 6. Lucky. Give a chosen PC +1 current luck. So who do you want to give it to? The only people that are down luck are Karnk, Alexandria, Mange, and Solomon. Oh, and Joel. from the looks of it.
And Solomon has plenty of luck.
Wait, you did 3? He did 3 debuffs, did he?
Yeah, so one more debuff.
All right.
Okay, what
What do you think that you want to give a bonus luck?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Disabled for the next 30 minutes of playtime. A character cannot use their unique class abilities. So who are you removing like spells and fancy abilities from for the next rest of the fight?
So one person can't use their special shit.
Alexandria can't use any of her fancy shit for the next 30 minutes. That's what you
There's
get
no
for yelling at chat, basically.
Yeah, no more bardic inspiration. He gets a lot. He gets 1 luck back.
Sure the fuck you, I'm sensitive.
And Mario seems to want us to roll for who is.
Marius
get some
for
luck.
who gets the buff. Roll. So I'll do it from bottom left corner up. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 5
Alexandria. 4. Joel. 5. Karnk. So 1d5.
And another buff! Guys, calm down. We gotta do a tournament.
Karnk is back up to max luck, so he's up to 7. I got it.
Good job, Cork.
I'll roll 1d6. We're never going to get to the actual combat. Number 5, light as a feather, causes a character's movement speed to be doubled for d4 rounds. Do you want me to just random it again?
Random it between the party. That's a d7 for if it's random.
Who wants it? Ooh woo. Give it to Karnk, actually.
Frankly, in this situation, it's not that helpful.
Yeah, it's not really that helpful here, but give it to Karnk so he can try and run around. No. I think it like gets way too thin there. Alright, so Karnk has
Karnk's just
upgraded
hauling
speed
ass.
for 3 rounds. He has double
This
speed.
is hauling ass.
Alright. I never got around to actually throwing my fire pot.
Yep, are you gonna apologize? You're gonna apologize properly this time?
I hate all of you.
You love us.
I know
Chat
I
is
do,
what did
but I
this
also
to you.
hate you. Alright. Well, this is gonna hurt. Sorry, buddy.
Alright, I will accept it.
Alright. Farthest
So
one.
I'm threatening you with another.
Oh,
Yep, roll your attack. I believe you're in range. You might need to get closer. It's a 20-foot range for a fire pot, I believe.
This good?
You are standing in a web there, and it's 25 foot.
Alright.
You have to wade through some webs if you want to actually get within 20 foot.
How about here?
There you are adjacent to a spider. So you'd have disadvantage and still 25 foot. You need to be hit
Okay.
one of these spots.
Oh.
If you well on this line.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw it at this one over here, the nearest one to me then. I'm not even gonna bother.
So you're throwing it at that one or the one in combat? You're at disadvantage because it's
The one in
beyond.
combat.
So the one next to Solomon then.
Yes.
Okay,
The
it
one
does
that's
get a
all
bonus to
confused.
AC, and if you miss, you might throw it on Solomon. Because it is a ranged weapon into melee.
DF is just
There's
like,
an
he wants
area,
to
but
give-
it does also roll to hit.
Solomon is having
DF
instant
doesn't have enough to give
flashbacks.
Carlos a gift.
Okay, you know what? Screw it.
Magnum
I'm
Wolf in
just-
chat is just like, please, no more. We're going to give a pause to it for now so we can do some combat.
Okay, so
Any things that are given are, like, go wait until the end of this at least.
what do I roll for this?
It's a ranged attack, so you could basically use your pistol. It's the same roll to hit.
Yeah, alright.
you alright?
It's AC 20, damage 4. Good shit.
I believe. Yep, that hits.
Ooh.
Little fire thing on that spot right there. Is it a 5-foot radius?
Yes, sir.
That would actually hit Solomon.
But I'd assume she would throw it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just you throw the pot down. What is the damage? I'm on the...
I have no idea.
It should be on Marmar's thing, otherwise I'm looking in the thing now. D6 fire damage.
Ooh.
And yeah, it has created a bunch of fire which is going to start spreading. And that area is now filled with smoke.
Great.
One down.
Oh.
But it is on fire, and it is an animal, so it might not appreciate that.
You sure?
Okay, so this one's turn. The only way it can get to people is by being next to fire, which is not like the idea of, so I'll give it a willpower. Yeah, it fancies it. Come down for the one that just set fire to its web. And it'll be doing a charge here.
Oh boy.
Because you just lit his web on fire, and it spent a long time making that, and you're a dick. That is a 6, so a 10. I think that misses. This spider comes skittering down the web straight towards Alex, like leaps off, jumping out, and Alex just like steps backwards and it tumbles into the ground in front of her, right next to the fire. Friends.
Ooh. Well, not perturbed by the fire, Francis is gonna run up to the currently burning spider and try and stab it.
Would you like to say something before you stab it first, though?
Well, is it before or after?
Either. You just need to apologize.
Okay, well, first with the short sword in that case. I am so very sorry.
14 hits. You go up and you stab into the spider, sinking the sword and pulling it out, and it's like, like greenish goo starts coming out of like the place where you broke open the carapace. It looks quite miffed. And you don't have an offhand because you got a big lantern.
She did apologize, actually.
Unless you wanted to whack him with a lantern.
I mean, I don't want to break the lantern.
Yeah, she apologized. She said it before she threw it. Mange.
Yeah.
Mange steps up here. And neither of these
You're
guys
just
are
hugging
wounded, right?
Wait. Didn't Joel have a prepared action to hit a spider when it came
If
to
one
me?
came within his range.
Yeah, nothing came in within his range or my range because I had one too.
Yeah. Because you can hold an action, but you can't hold like a charge. And like even if you did, it's around the corner, and you're in the way.
Hmm.
Alright.
Mange, what are you doing?
Let me get my fucking character sheet to pop up again so I can do this because I'm using my phone to roll shit. As of right now, just an FYI, I am borrowing Solomon's flail because my battle axe is fucking dead. And he is using my great axe. And if you break my great axe, I swear to God, it's goo. As far as practical use is concerned, it's dead.
It's a stick now. It only got the metal. It's still a big stick with a hole in it.
Fuck it. It's not a good enough weapon. So
It kinda
I'm
has a
using
club
this
if you
flail. And
He's just spinning this like
with this,
ball of metal around his head.
Man, just sorry for your wounds. 17.
Which one are you hitting? The top one or the bottom
The one attacking Alexandria.
Aw,
It
thanks.
kind of like lands in a heap in front of you. You bring the flail on, kind of cracking open the carapace and doing a pretty hefty blow to it. It does not look happy about that.
Mange then takes out his dagger and swinging at the same guy says, Mange is sorry for that hole in you. Do the thing. Come on. I believe in you. That's not what I want to do. There we go.
Come on, do the thing.
That was...
Well, you go to stab into the knife and it just manages to pull the whole side off of the carapace on its back.
Alright. And Mange...
Sorry.
Mange swings his tentacle at the other spider, and he says, "Sorry for hurting your friend."
Any chest many
All the
attacks.
apologies. They'll be so nice today.
Instead of taking damage.
Yeah, so he ends up like stabbing this one, the tentacle flaps out and like slaps onto its head, starts melting part of it, and it kind of scurries backwards right into the fire. You see it's like flailing around, and after a moment, kind of like falls on its back and does the weird spider death leg curl up thing. Just slowly
curling
blacking.
Me and Sorrel went to say, sorry about that. That looked painful.
Tasty crunchy.
Crunchy.
Tasty crunchy.
Solomon.
He's gonna take a nice big swing on that one. With the great axe he borrowed.
If you break my great axe, I will gut you.
Normally it's they get a free attack, but here I think this makes sense. You kind of rear it up, you take a step forward, and as you're swinging it, you realize, why is my foot smoking?
Fuck.
As you look down to see you just stepped into the fire, and you feel like hop backwards, like shaking the fire out. You take 2 fire damage. You're like, shaking the fire off your boot and kind of stomping around. You're kind of wasting the action as you realize your foot's on fire.
God damn it. Where's the extra armor you needed?
Siegfried.
To make a melee attack, I'd be stepping into the fire then, seeing this?
No, it's there. You can go around it. It's just like you're in danger of stepping into it. Thankfully, you're on stone ground, so it's going to spread like towards the spider.
Hmm.
That's
I'm
my water.
going to try to...
Oh yeah, and the
step
thing,
around.
if people missed it before, Solomon is one-handing a great axe.
Okay, so that makes his movement a bit awkward into...
Solomon is one-handing a great axe, yeah. Yeah, so you're just going to swing it up and just step into the fire.
Hmm.
Go on,
So can would I be at the same risk if I tried to stab with my dagger since I'm holding the torch?
Yeah, if you get in that one, like that's something I'll probably favour for you as well.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's going to take a stab at
Just
it
don't
with the
fumble.
dagger.
Yeah, because like generally be in that one is they get an attack on you, but when I can think of a fun thing to flavour it as, I'll mix it up a bit.
Oh,
It's just not
I think Siegfried misunderstood what we were talking about. So, as of right now, Solomon is using Mange's great axe, a two-handed weapon, in one hand.
One-handed, yeah, I get it now.
Yeah.
So you can use your fucking sword if you want. He's not saying it's confined area.
Yeah.
Well, it's because if Siegfried was holding a torch, then he'd be, well, actually...
Stab it with the torch, man. Have some fun.
I mean, you could just drop it. You were just like down there lighting. You could just drop it, take out the great axe, take out the sword,
Great sword. Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, sure.
shank it. Yeah, Sigrid just kind of drops the torch down, whips out the sword,
Now let's go.
swings it through, and kind of pulls back, and as it kind of ducks down under it, you pull it back and just off hitting the wall.
Sorry, friend.
By the way, you
Then
need
you
to
can't
remove the
touch it, it's
advantage
so
on that.
fast.
Oh, alright. I'll use the different one next time.
Well, Cog's gonna step up over here with his super fast speed and try and whack it.
Big boy with speed.
That is a 7. So he swings in the hammer again and like ducks out of the way, kind of keeping the fire. Yeah, kind of keeping the fire between it and you guys. And then Joel is kind of stuck. He
Watch
can't
the
really
flank.
get up and down. Really.
He
Yeah,
can't
he's
fight
gonna,
with us,
he's
Joel.
gonna
And
hang
Punk
back.
makes sure to say, sorry about that little guy.
He's not a PC. He doesn't need to. It's just really like the party. I mean, the PC.
Shut up, it's funny flavor.
Yeah,
What? So we can't apologize? I'm gonna say
doesn't
sorry.
need to.
I need to amend for my sins.
This one's turn. Surrounded by 3 people with a fire going there, it's going to disengage and back the fuck up.
Which means free attack.
It disengages. And backs up.
It uses his full thing to get out.
Yeah, as the fires spread.
Alexandria?
Alright, it's short sword time. Sorry, buddy, you're about to lose your mandibles.
Oh yeah, it was a ranged attack the first thing you did. You're fine. You did say sorry just now. Nope. Even with the +1 from surrounding it with 2 people.
Oh no, I didn't actually add that.
That makes it a 10.
Which
Yeah,
still wouldn't
it's still a
hit.
miss. Yeah, they're actually trying to stab it, and this thing is like ducking and diving, like keeping the mashed ruin of its back out of the way. They're gonna skitter across the carapace on it. It seems to be regretting its decisions currently. Then yeah. So then Kank hears, like whispering on the air and turns to see this, like, vaguely, like, it almost looks like a woman, but like almost like cloaked in like this trailing black mist behind it, and has this like glowing sword. This fire very similar to when you like messed with that fireplace before. This like teal-colored fire.
Ah, shit.
Swings in at Kank. And it rolls ass, that's a 10. It swings into Kank, who turns up and brings up his hammer.
No, Kank just sort of sidesteps it.
It's like Kank would instinct bring up the hammer, and it does like clank against the handle of it. So it seems the sword does seem to be substantial. But that's its turn. The spider is going to do the same thing, disengage and back the fuck away from this fire. Does not like it. Friends.
Well, Francis is gonna take page out of Spider's book in that case and try and back away from the flames as they're getting larger now.
You can just get out. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's dead.
Yeah.
Maybe help out Kark a bit.
Yeah, anyone to Kank be like, oh, they fuck a ghost.
Yeah, that's true.
Leave me room to get in there.
Yeah.
So
Currently, I believe the only one with a magical weapon is Mage.
No,
I think
the magical
somebody else
weapon
made
is Solomon.
just- Oh, yeah, because it was on the Great X. Yeah, the Great
yeah,
X had it for an hour, and I think there was another weapon that had a half hour, which it would be on like the very ending of it. Don't
None of
remember
the
what
ones
weapon that
gone.
was.
Mage's was the one that was longer.
Well,
It's like, one of them was 10 minutes, one of them was an hour, one of them was half an hour, and the half hour one would still just barely be on the fleeting ends of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Battle
Francis
Axe
gonna-
Solomon was the one with 10 minutes on his battle axe.
I think Siegfried's.
flail?
I think it's Siegfried's swords then.
No, Siegfried never got one enchanted.
Yeah, he went to the coffin instead. I think it was Alexandria's
Oh,
short
yeah.
sword.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we
yes.
were thinking to see if there's anything in there. That would...
So Alex's shorts also has that slight green glow. It's like flickering out every now and then, but it's still up.
Number 1.
What are we
Blood
getting?
loss. D4 plus 1 to a character. And you can technically do this to enemies too.
I'd say.
The thing beneath
Yeah, I
Kark.
would say the flavor wouldn't apply to the ghost, but I think it would.
Ghost loses some blood. D4 plus 1 damage.
Yeah, that's
to-
something like.
Oh, it loses some blood. I thought they were buffing it.
Yeah, 'cause, like, the flavor is it loses blood, but also this is the Malal effect. So to say, like, wisp it start breaking apart.
It loses some ectoplasm.
damage.
So it's like blood loss doesn't have blood, but also. Actually,
Still has something that kind of works one like it.
I don't know why I can't shift tokens to different layers on this map. Well, I can do for some. I don't know. Like, it won't let me shift Kank or the ghost so that you can see the health bar. Oh well. Yeah, so friends, you back up and you see this. Oh, what? Yeah, you're an X-Witch, and I'll give you this. What you can tell is a wraith.
oh shit. That's why I stopped in my tracks and it's like, oh, I don't have any way to hurt this beast.
Yeah. You know, you need magical weapons, and like their weapon is physical. Like it clanged against Kank's hammer, which is strange. Normally, their weapons are insubstantial as well.
I need to investigate this further. Well, Francis is gonna stay there for now, at least.
Mange. You hear Kank's yell of "There's a fucking ghost."
Actually, it's a wraith.
Mange
I don't fucking care. It's a ghost.
go around this
Kill it.
side, all the while staying within its range so he doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. And
Teleports
Mange-
behind you.
Actually,
Mange is fat.
instead of there, he's going to go this way instead to be next to Kark. Since he's tanky.
You don't need to be next. You don't need to be next to them to gang up.
No, I have a different idea in mind. That's why.
It's
called
they run
rescue.
around.
It's that
it's
mechanic that I've been
ghost,
abusing.
Spectral, almost cloak. What do you do?
Oh, Mange turns to fucking Franz and says, "Fancy lantern."
Yes, what about it?
Makes ghosts vulnerable.
That's cool. But I'm all the way over here now.
It doesn't make them vulnerable, it makes them
And
visible.
it's not a ghost, it's a way.
Becomes visible. Ah, right.
Yeah. You can't hit them with non-magical weapons, it just makes so they can't just like hide,
Visible,
and if they're just
not
invisible in the
tangible.
corner, you can specify that specifically so that we wouldn't have this.
Ah man, I am so happy I'm playing Solomon right now.
Yeah, boy. Alright, I'm pretty sure Mange has shit all he can actually do.
You can stab it.
I mean, Mage is just going to ignore the fact that he needs some sort of magical whatever because he's not that bright. And he's going to attempt to fucking swing at this thing.
Swing the flail up and swing it and it just goes straight through it.
Mange is not happy about this and still swings his dagger at disadvantage. Gets an 18 somehow. How? Oh,
Like,
what?
Stab it.
Oh, no. Subtract 3 from that. I forgot to remove the to hit thing.
That doesn't matter. You can't hurt it.
And then Mange flakes
You
his
can't hurt it
tentacle.
regardless. Yeah, tentacle slaps in and kind of goes through it, hits the floor. See a small hole in the floor forming.
And because I've absolutely forgot, and it's still in effect, Mange takes damage from doing the same thing. Which is...
It's just a D4, I think.
1d6. Mange takes 6 damage.
6. Oof. Yeah. Means that I feel the displeasure of Sunesh staring down at him, and it's like just like racking pain just overcomes him.
That's Zinch.
Zinch, sorry.
Eternal change.
Just feel the displeasure of Zinch, and this racking pain just shoots down you. Solomon.
What did Solomon do last time?
He took an attack, and now he's gonna throw a blessed weapon on Kark.
It's going to sound like it's a fucking ghost. You reach out and you tap the end of his hammer, which starts to glow with this eerie green light.
Now you swing at ghost!
Now it will hurt it.
It's cool.
Give it a good slap.
Thanks. You're useful for something.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to fucking apologize.
Oh.
More damage?
Wait, does that count for each attack?
No. I would say like the attack action. That'd be a bit mean. One more damage.
Takes an extra 1 damage.
Yeah, it's paint shoot up you. Actually, no. Canadian Whack was only the one turn.
Nope, that
Oh.
Canadian Whack is for 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, 30 minutes.
Canadian Whack is the
What was the
entire combat.
What was the one turn one?
And yeah, can't open this blessed for 30 minutes.
The Curse of Friendship, I think it was.
Alright.
Which, doesn't apply because we're all within
Yeah, it doesn't really apply in this tight spaces.
10 feet of an ally.
So, Solomon, are you gonna move or anything?
Not right now.
Are you sure?
Oh, fine.
I'm saying, like, look at where you are. Siegfried. Yeah, for like the 30-minute ones, that's out of game time. So for 30 minutes of our time,
So,
Assuming the Canadian Whack
because
is even.
30 minutes of in-game time is like half the dungeon. It's a bit nuts.
Siegfried not being particularly useful right now is going to go over to this side and just hold an action that if the ghost were to try to move in this range, he would try to whack its sword or something to like keep it or maybe attempt to disarm it.
Sounds fair. Right. And Kong's gonna smack it. That is a 17, I believe that hits. Yes, it does. It does 2d8 plus 4 damage. It is 11 damage. God.
Damn.
Is it
And that
winded?
Yep, that takes below staggered.
So it can.
So you can whack it again. That is a 12, 13. That one just misses. So he swings in the hammer, kind of catching it in the chest, launching it backwards and up. He tries to swing into it again, but this time he managed to like shift and morph just out of the way of it.
For the outnumbering, or does that not count? Since
Yeah.
Range can't even hit it.
Yeah, he got a 12. He got a 12 and then a 13.
But he's plus 3 to hit.
Yeah, he has a he rolled an 8.
All right, he rolled an unnatural 12, and then you forgot to add the 1. Right, I get it now.
He rolled a natural 8, and then he rolled that.
Yeah, we're good.
Then Joel again can't help, so he's going to come stand by Alex. Spiders gonna
fuck off.
Back off into the darkness.
Alright. I'm going to drop my pistol. I'm going to take out my heavy crossbow, and I'm going to say, sorry for the hole that's about to come into your chest. Or carapace, whatever it's called. Sorry.
It's over now. That thing apparently.
That's 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes of your lifetime.
But you're very kind to apologize.
He
okay.
clarified that as real lifetime, so we don't have to apologize anymore.
All right, so I just say,
spiders.
Oh, basically that's what I say. All right,
half an hour already.
All right, heavy crossbow it is.
13. I believe that just misses.
Aww.
15, 125. Gotta find it. Actually, that just hits. Their AC is 13.
Nice. And it's 12 damage.
Yeah, so you're gonna take out the crossbow, take a knee, and just boom.
Alrighty.
I wonder if spiders have skulls that can be sacrificed.
No.
They don't have skeletons. It's an exoskeleton.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't fucking work. It's a bug.
I don't know. It's Mordheim. They might. I don't know. I don't know this stuff. I don't know this Mordheim stuff. For all I know, they do.
Yeah, I think because we just keep hitting Kant, since he seems to be the only one that can hurt it. It's not amazingly smart. It's gonna whack Kant. So that is a 17 that hits for 5 damage. And then Kant can make a luck will.
So what is that for the roll? Actually, we've been having Siegfried mostly roll for Karnk.
Marabos, basically the reason I'm collecting skulls is so
Answer him in the chat.
The bled. Oh, okay.
Konk has used his ogre thing already during the dungeon.
Right.
Oh no, it's
I was
once per
waiting
fight.
for fucking Siegfried to roll for Karnk's luck will save.
Yeah, it's once per fight actually, so we can use it.
Can?
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes no damage.
I'm talking to you, you bitch!
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Are you gonna roll for the fucking ogre? Did you already do it? God damn it.
No, I thought someone else was rolling for his attack, so I thought, someone else had it.
Luck will save. Just do it.
Okay, doke.
Yeah, he takes no damage from the thing. It's your resist
Roll
stat.
1d20.
Yeah, 6 your luck will.
1d20, alright.
A target of not a lot. That is a fail.
Yep.
He does not have a positive will, I don't think.
What was this will thing?
His will is 8, so his target was a 6. That is a fail. 3 takes 2 will damage. So his will is currently 6.
2 damage to his current will. He's
Yeah,
down to
that
6.
is no damage. He's got 6 and his total is 8. This blade kind of slices into him, although it like leaves like a small cut on his side, just so you can see like the fat showing through, but it doesn't seem to bother him. But he kind of like staggers it in, like holding to this, like, whoa, that's weird.
It's a tip.
And then you guys watch as the ghost seems to like shimmer and become
Become what?
Shit. Even more see-through.
Yeah, it's like once I had this like black cloak, even the cloak seems to like vanish, and you can like barely see it.
Friends, light.
Franz gets the completely non-script idea from no one but himself to direct the lantern towards the ghost.
I mean, maybe
Stop pointing the
shouted
lantern at
it
it.
earlier.
True.
You point the lantern at it, and
You are-
as it was like starting to like go invisible, you point the lantern and it lights up. But you can still tell like it doesn't seem to be really there.
You cannot
Even-
escape
even
from
the
me,
sword.
Spectre!
Like even the sword is visible. They're, like it's only visible because of this light pointing at it.
Still, I'm upside down now.
Mange sort of
I
just looks at it
I
and
wish I
says,
could. I wish you could color. I wish you could color the so you could actually see where your cone is when there's a light around.
Yeah. Oh well, that's about all I can do.
Alright. Mange is going to leave combat with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
15 feet there.
You start moving around, and it seems it's like the sword like swings at you, but it just like goes straight through you with no effect.
Alright,
The
and
thing is turned-
can Mange see like the legs of this thing?
I don't know. Can you?
I can on my end.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. You can see what you can see.
Alright, Mage could get up to here with how I moved him initially. I could reach him normally, but... Oh, wait, what does charge do? Does charge increase movement?
At charge, you have to go in a straight line. You can't turn corners.
Alright. So I was like
Yeah.
right here.
Whereas your movement has to be like in a mostly straight line. So you can't do this as a charge.
Yeah.
You're charging up to pick up some speed. Yeah, you can move up near it and like whack it with your tentacle.
Yep, Mange is gonna do that. Tentacle swing is going to...
That hits.
19.6 damage.
Tentacle like slaps into its head, and you hear the hissing and like screeching at the thing as it backs up. Mandible's like scraping the acid off of its head.
I can't do
Not
any
having
prepared
it.
actions with my other two weapons, right?
Wait, yeah, you haven't used an action. You can hold an action to hit if it comes close.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if it comes closer to me, I'm gonna swing out with my flail and dagger.
Solomon.
Let's see, there's not much you can do here.
Instead of like D&D, a held action, you get one attack. You can't get your multiple
Alright,
attacks
flail,
from it.
whatever.
Oh, I forgot to expand the fire last time.
Yeah. He's gonna move over here, away from the fire. And then his turn.
You have a blessed weapon still.
Yeah, the great attacks that you have is still blessed for like another 20 minutes.
Okay, he's gonna step in and take another swing.
Right?
If
Right?
you
You swing at it, and the axe just goes straight through it. As it is
Swing.
currently completely insubstantial. It can't attack you, but you can't attack it.
Yeah. It's saying fuck this noise, basically.
Yes, the conch would notice that your axe went through, and he's just kind of standing there, if it ready, waiting for it to come out. Again, just going to hang up by Alex. This fight is going nope. And backing the fuck out. Just skittering back into the darkness.
Oh,
Alex?
Can I attempt to kind of put out this fire so it doesn't burn the other carcass so I can get some decent heat off of it?
I mean, if you look at the size of it, no.
Oh,
You're not putting this out with a blanket.
also it is just a spider web, it's gonna burn over quickly.
Yeah, it's like
Alright.
it's less normal than normal spider silk, but it is fully catched now. It's been on fire for like a good 10 seconds. It's just going.
Alright,
If you
well,
had a
since
modern fire extinguisher, maybe, but not with like a blanket you could throw on it. It would just burn it.
Alright, so since I can't really do any combat, I'm just gonna go up here and I'm gonna attempt to like kind of harvest the meat or whatever flesh or anything valuable on this little thing, even if it's a bit burnt.
Roll a luck con. You try and pull the thing out of the fire.
Alright.
And I'll see you can have advantage because Joel will be helping you.
Alright.
That
Like
was
that, if you want.
accidentally rolled with disadvantage, and that was rolled with disadvantage again. Those would have been worse had you not been rolling with disadvantage for some fucking reason.
Wait, did I roll it twice already?
Yeah, for
You
some
did
reason
roll
you were
it.
rolling at disadvantage. Yeah, because
Oh.
no, it was advantage because it was a 4. No, it was just. Yeah, it was advantage because it was a 14 or 13.
You
rolled
failed both
advantage by
times,
default.
either way.
So, yeah.
Great.
So you're still gonna be able to get it out. You take 3 fire damage, and you just like pull it out and kind of like do it a few times. You grab it and kind of pull your hand back out of instinct. You kind of pull it out a few times and you get fairly burn on your hand. But you pulled the carcass out before it got too badly burned. And then the Spectre's turn is going to shift out of insubstantial mode. Can't get away. So does anybody want to roll for him, or shall I do it?
I'll do it.
I've been doing it just for speed.
Actually, yeah, you can do this one real quick, and I'll get his
just keep
stuff
doing
up.
Natural 17, that hits. That's 11 plus. He gets plus 4, right? Yep, 2d8 plus 4. So as he like shifts out and raises this sword, it's like raising you about to slash into Solomon. This hammer just poof, whacks into it, like the body goes flying off into the wall. And as it goes through, kind of the sword like hits the wall and falls out of its hand, just kind of clatters onto the floor.
Ooh, time to check
And
that.
that's all kind of threats out. You can drop initiative.
So we're assuming that the spider just is gone.
The spider's running the fuck away.
No, fine.
But you don't know where it is now, you just saw it run away into there, and it is probably not coming back.
I'm just kind of like, Mange, get that other spider out of the fire before it burns. I need the mate.
That one way over.
Can Mange, before the fire gets to this point, go over here and use his acid to like melt whatever is holding this one up?
Yeah, I'd say roll athletics with dex.
Athletics, dex.
And you got 3 arms and a tentacle, so I'd say you'd have advantage.
I
You
mean,
can
I guess
roll
I
it
don't
again if
even
you
need it.
You can roll it again. You do
Nope,
better.
I am going with the first roll. Thank you very
You
much.
got rid of the 20.
God damn. Terrible failure using that
You
one.
like reach in and grab it, and it's kind of like it's up in the webs a bit. It's going to take a sec to like cut bits down of your dagger, and it starts to fall a bit. You catch it and pull it out before the fire manages to get to it.
Thanks, Mange. I'll make sure to put a little bit extra meat on your plate after we get home.
Yeah, these webs are gone.
Yeah.
Solomon would very much like to check the sword that dropped on the ground.
You pick it up, and it's like, as your fingers connect with it, it is icy cold. It's like it was just removed from a freezer. But also, as you pick it up, like your fingers close around it, the fire reignites on it. This like spectral, baleful fire.
How does this reignite on the sword?
It's just like basically as soon as you like close your entire hand around it and pick it up, the fire just like appears on it.
Whoa.
Like just on the blade?
Yeah, it's not on the handle. Yeah, it's like from like the hilt and above.
Ethereal
And
fire
what type
sword
of
of some
sword?
sort.
Yeah, and it's like the fire doesn't seem hot; it seems actually cold. If anything,
Okay, and what kind of sword was that?
I was just
it
spitting
is a
shit.
long sword.
The long sword. That's like a
Yeah, it is a
normally
long
one-handed
sword of this
adaptable too.
cold fire. I believe so.
Or whatever.
Trade
the
that
actual
out for your
term is.
great axe and give it back to me.
That seems like a pretty good weapon.
Yeah, Mage can have his great axe back, and I can use this longsword for a while.
Alright.
What's this thing called, and what does it do?
Let's continue exploring until we get to combat, and then we'll care about
Well,
it.
I gotta loot these spider corpses first, though.
Yeah. So anybody who wants to try and like loot the animal corpses can roll an animal law or wilderness law.
I don't have that.
Can
And it's just intelligent.
Can I do it as perception instead of intelligence?
Sure.
Fuck.
Thank you.
Can I say that Solomon, since you are a cultist, you can roll a
I'm gonna use my reroll pool to reroll that.
You can't.
You can
because
roll
you don't
one
have
of
the
your
skill.
Yeah.
You don't have animal,
Oh.
you can't do it.
And Solomon, you can roll a law with advantage, since this does fall under the cultist stuff. Sacred. Falls under the religious domain. So yeah, so you would recognize this is like a wraith sword, even if you didn't see it come from a wraith. So yes, it does the same damage as a normal longsword, but a target must succeed a luck will save, or suffer a d4 willpower drain. If they are reduced to 0 will, let me get to the wording.
They die.
An adventurer reduced to 0 will dies instantly with a pitiable shriek.
That's it. That's
all
going
will to continue.
right to his warren instead of his normal longsword, because that's very useful.
Alright, so how do we get this meat from these guys?
And if I could have that written down somewhere, that would be nice. So I can... There we go.
So,
Thank you.
Fail. I think you still get some meat off of them. It's kind of you can like carving into it, and after a moment you realize, oh shit, I just popped the poison gland, and it's just poison all over the floor. Mange of it.
That time
Mange of it successfully. So let's see if you managed to get anything. Yes, you managed to get one dose of spider poison.
And how much meat do I get from this thing?
A fair bit. The spider poison is a luck con, or d6 damage and 1 dex lock. So I'm not giving you like an amount in pound or anything, but you basically have like a spider's worth of meat. Yeah, it's spider meat, so it's like very stringy and like probably not the best, but yeah, it'll do. It's like it's partially cooked already.
Yeah.
All right.
You also have to, once you realize, I cut the poison gland, you have to kind of like basically cut off the head to avoid anything being poisoned.
Alright,
Yeah,
so,
demons.
Mange, are you gonna keep that meat, or do you want to give it to me so I can cook it when I get back? Cook it better, yes.
Mange is going to cut off this one's head. And,
Wear it.
he's going to cut off one of the feelers. Actually, did
Sounds
Mange
interesting.
kill either of the spiders? I don't think Mange killed the spiders. Oh yeah,
No,
I
they
killed
were
one of
killed-
them.
Oh yeah, you acid one in the head, but that's the one that Alex has been. Well, that's the one that Alex harvested. The one that you're harvesting, Alex shot.
Alright,
I
so
already
Mange,
cut off the head, but its thing is still there, I think.
Mange is going to turn and look at the head and say, Mange, want that! You get
It's
this
kind
one!
of
Alright.
half caved in from where you slapped it with acid.
Alright. Just
Mange is going to come
kind
up
of
to
tosses it over.
Mange is going to come up and sort of like swap positions with her and just like cut off one of the mandibles of this thing. And put that
Alright,
in
well,
its
I
ear
guess I'm
collection.
harvesting this thing's meat too.
Sure.
I already did that on that one.
Oh. Alright. I don't know if you
Someone's
want to
kinda
keep
just-
that, but I'll be willing to cook it.
Mange
you guys can
doesn't
just
care
like
about
add
the meat.
like 2 spiders of spider
A spider.
meat from 2 giant spiders to your thing.
You can have the fucking meat. Mange doesn't care. Mange wanted the mandible to add to his ear collection. Which is slowly growing less and less eerie.
Or more eerie, depending on the meaning.
Or more eerie.
Solomon is going to try and test out his sword if he can make sure the balefire isn't always active.
So, yeah, basically, as long as you're holding it, it is balefire. But it's like, it's a bit cold, it's not like freezing, it's like kind of like chilly, effectively coming off of the blade.
We're gonna hold that buff until we're in combat again.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So
some of them
he
can.
returns managed to get his great axe back now that Solomon has a Wraith longsword. There we go.
It does specify during combat only. I'm sticking to my guns.
Yeah, so a longsword is d8 damage plus 1 if you two-hand it. It's d8 plus 1 plus your strength.
Alright, I'm gonna take a
Which
short
someone
rest
is
because I need to
physically
heal up a
incapable of
bit.
double-handing it.
At least for
Everyone can
now.
short rest if they want.
Rest.
Strength
My
modifiers.
How many rests?
second one.
Alright, this is my second short rest, so I can roll 2.
Hey, I got a
willpower
great
checks, right?
success.
Means nothing. Yeah, if it's your second long rest, then you get 2 willpower checks.
No!
Oh.
God damn it. Never, that was the third one was a mistake roll. I was just...
I'm
gonna hit the
because I
rest of them real
continued
quick,
doing it. I failed both.
You can use one of your con bonus ones.
Alright, so I got a great success and a
Yeah.
failure.
Yeah, great success means nothing. Still just
Okay.
a success.
The last one is going to be my con bonus one because I have 2 con bonus, so that's half of my health back. I am down 12 health, so I get up plus 6 plus my con bonus.
Mhm.
Back up to 31.
Well, I feel très bon.
This will be Solomon's second rest. He's going to get some life back and a blessing if he can do the rolls, which would be very surprising if he fucks up.
He's got a lot of willpower.
Yep. There we go.
They're both
It's the advantage of high
exactly
willpower
the same.
characters. You can keep going.
There we go. And how was the health again for a short rest?
Half of what you've lost plus your con bonus.
Okay, I was on
Actually,
21 before, and that will be 5 damage plus my con bonus, which is
Is there anything
2, so
over
that's
here?
fine.
I mean,
That's my con bonus, and we round up for the damage, right?
You round down when it comes to hit points and all that.
also
Okay.
for a short rest, you get back like your class-specific ability.
You can. That's one of the options.
Okay.
You can get
Except
back from
for
resting.
Alexandria, who can't for the next half hour.
No,
True.
that was 30 minutes at the same time, so it's been more than that.
So it's just a willpower
Hold on,
check then?
30 minutes
We
outside
need to
of game.
specify what's in and out of stuff because I was
Yeah.
assuming that one would be 30 minutes in.
If it's like a 30 minutes or an hour or something, that'll be like real lifetime. Because otherwise, like if you do it while they're traveling, it'll just do nothing.
So,
Or that's
leader,
like,
should
or
we...
that for like 8 fights.
So it's
They
a
were right
willpower
after.
for recovery, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I don't think you've done one yet, so you get 3.
Oh well.
You get 3
Oh,
rolls
shit.
because your
Okay.
first roll.
Wow, you suck!
Don't worry, you have a con bonus, do you? A con plus 0.
alright,
Yeah.
let me see
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I have any spell slot left.
He's not hurt,
Hi.
he was trying to get back his class abilities.
Yeah, I already have full HP.
You can't do anything for him, Alexandria.
Oh, alright, sorry.
Give him
Okay.
inspiration in combat, but that's it.
So,
There's nothing over in this corner?
Nope. Just a wall.
alright, let's...
Hello.
I'm guessing you're going first. Oh, great leader.
What
Yeah,
about
someone
this
did
path?
Have we been here before?
What about the path over here then?
Don't think so.
Conk's gonna see the tiny entrance and be like, I'll wait outside. Conk's gonna hang out there.
Okay, back.
Alright.
I bet.
Mange is going to go off and explore in this direction.
You can't see those.
We will follow.
Direction still.
I'm going to assume we
As you guys, yeah. So as you turn the corner,
Alexandria!
You were going in there, but you went back, alright? I was following behind
Yes,
you.
because of fucking...
Oh god.
yeah,
Don't
as
yell
Mange
at me,
peeks
I'm
around the
following
corner-
your rules.
Shut up!
Yeah, that means like peeks around the corner in this cavern. You see this like roughly human-shaped figure, just this seemingly like humanoid figure, that's seemingly made out of light. Just like looking at you, and you see a hand come up and kind of like the come hither finger tail thing. You can see just barely behind this like corner of what looks like a bathtub, possibly.
You want me to try this? I'm good with people.
I think so there you would also be able to you also be able to see it. It's
The
this
lady
like,
of the
humanoid figure made out of light. She's beckoning you forward.
I just kind of go to Mange. Do you want me to confront her? I'm a bit better with people.
Mange looks at the ethereal fucking whatever the hell and says, "What are you?"
He just kind of like holds its hands up to the sides and then points towards the pool
Mange looks at her
or like the bath.
and so you're saying it looks like it's a bath, so Mange is going to slowly approach.
You can like, just see the corner of it. Yeah, as you step out, it's like this large wooden tub, which you can see is filled with water. Like a
Mange,
small bit of
I
heat coming
don't
off it.
know if that's a good idea.
As you step out, you see this fairly large like bathtub thing. It's like this large
Mange-
barrel thing filled with water.
Mange
Small amount of
walks over
steam.
here and the water freezes.
Yeah, as you come up, the water
You
starts
offend her
like,
and she
slow.
kills you.
It doesn't freeze instantly. It's like it gets really cold. So, like the steam stops and starts to like, slowly cool down.
As Solomon
Like,
sees
the
her,
head of the figure turns to look into the pool and then looks back to you.
Mange does
And
not
then
want the cold bath.
then you see it leans over and it taps the side of it, and you see that although it was like cooling a second ago, the steam starts to come back, and it's like the two. It's like there's some form of heat in there fighting against your cold, and it's like equalizing it a bit, and it's equalizing seemingly at like warmish.
nice.
Mange sort of like looks back at the pool and then looks back at the figure and says, "Mange not stepping in unless you say words."
Would Solomon recognize this one? For what it is?
You can roll you can roll your lore. Yeah, these things are common. Right, so this would stand out to you, like, as you look at it, you kind of hear at it for a second, you look at it, and you remember hearing a few stories about these. We're hearing about wisps that would take the form of humanoids that kind of lure people out further into the woods. You've not heard of them near bathtubs, that's a new thing. But that's what it looks like. It looks like a few will-o-wisps like joined together to form this roughly humanoid shape to kind of get people towards them.
Are these
Would
wisps
Franz know about
malicious?
it?
Like, they're generally malicious, but again, you also normally hear them about like luring people into swamps and stuff. You don't really hear them about luring people to baths. That's new.
Yeah. Would
Yeah.
Franz know about them?
So- Yeah, Fran, you would know about will-o-wisps.
Okay, yeah.
Will-o-wisps. They're a very common like danger in the Empire.
Yeah.
They don't normally take human forms. That needs like several of them in one area to work together. They don't do that too often, but it does happen. Again, like you hear them out in woods and swamps and stuff. You don't hear about them in caves and bathtubs. This is out of the ordinary.
Mange sort of just like slits his eyes at her and says, "You're weird." Starts walking away.
The head like turns to the rest of you and again like beckons you towards it.
Maybe some other time.
Hmm.
Hey, Solomon, still got that blessing?
Well, if you got it on your weapon still, it should flow. Otherwise, we are, well, my new sword and card.
Speaking
Alright.
of cards, his token's not really moving out of that area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he saw like how narrow it got there, and he's like, I ain't squishing through that.
Oh, okay.
I'll just hang out here until you guys get back.
I'm gonna try this. Just be sure to
back me up.
Hey,
She tries to
Franz and
drown
Solomon-
me.
Franz and Solomon will also know that you don't need magic to hurt a will-o-wisp. You can just stab it.
Yep.
It's one of the few spirit things that can be hurt by physical weapons.
I just kind of say, Joel,
Although it will
Joel.
reform after a while.
Alright, I just kind of say, Joel, just make sure she doesn't drown me. Alright, I'm gonna try this. I don't know.
You want mange nearby?
Sure. More than merrier.
Mange comes back over and makes the water colder again.
No, not that close. Over
It's like
by
as
Joel.
mange left, it starts to properly steam again, like a nice, lovely warm bath. And as he approaches, the steam stops and starts to cool again. And then as he steps back, it warms back up.
Okay,
And the
back
figure
over.
gestures you towards the pool, towards the bath.
I'm far enough now.
Yeah.
Alright,
He's,
I kind of dip my toe into the bath, like,
It is pleasantly warm. It's like the perfect temperature. And as you poke a toe and you see at the bottom, there's these two. You can see there's 3 small rocks that are slightly glowing, almost like embers at the bottom of the pool, of the bath.
can I investigate these?
How are you investigating them? So it's you can see them as you look in. It's like these small rocks at the bottom that are glowing slightly.
How high is the water?
The water's enough to if you sat down on the bottom, it'd be almost up to your neck, 3 foot or so, a bit less.
I'm gonna wade in, kind of just
Actually, no, you're 4 foot tall. You'd be underwater if you started. It's about 2.5, 3 foot of water.
I'd kind of wade around in it and just kind of see
So does that just get in there in her armor then?
yeah,
fully
just
getting wet.
I guess I'll disrobe. Why not? I'm not ashamed of anything here.
So just as you the pool and Ash just starts stripping, Joel definitely looks away.
Mage is just staring over and
I just kind of tease him a bit. What? Afraid you'll see something you like?
Joel's just
looks
looking
over
at the
and
pool.
is just the whole entire time not so big balls now.
They're still proportionally the same size, but yes, they are smaller. She's 4 foot now.
Alright, I just kind of am gonna wade in there and kind of investigate what these rocks are.
Yeah, so you're standing up there, and as at 4 foot high, it's about mid chest level or so with you. And so you can look down, and there are these rocks, and as you get near, you can feel the water's slightly warmer where they are. The whole pool is nicely warm, but it's slightly warmer next to them. They definitely seem to be emanating the light, the heat even.
Can I pick one up and see if it burns or anything?
I mean, unless you pick it up with your foot, you would have to kind of stick your head under to get it.
Mange, as she's in the bath, steps forward and sort of giggles like a little fucking kid as he makes the water cold again.
Yeah, it says you're there looking at them, you see they start to glow brighter, and you start to feel the water get a bit colder. It doesn't get cold, it starts to get lukewarm, you've been in the bath for 20 minutes or so.
Mange, cut it out. I'm trying to pick these things up and you're making them burn.
Mange backs off.
Alright. I'm gonna try to pick it up awkwardly, trying to kick it up with my foot and then grab it.
Roll a dex. Just to see how well you managed to pick them up underwater.
Terrible failure.
Oh, great success.
So it's just with her foot, just picks one up between the toes, brings it up to her hand, and starts looking at it. Yeah, it's warm in your hand, pleasantly warm, like a pocket warmer thing. It's I can see a small rune on it, which you would definitely recognize. It's on all of Skitchy's equipment. It's the rune of fire.
Kind of turn to the wisp. Hey, there's not a lot of people down here. What if I took this?
You say that, and it just looks at you, and it points to the back. And you see over there, it's a bunch of bath supplies. There's loofahs and various soaps and all that.
I'm assuming this was what the Necromancer used. Hey, I can't. Wisp doesn't look half bad.
It doesn't look like a figure. I just use that the closest I can get. It's just a vaguely humanoid shape made out of light.
Still stand. I won't take back what I said.
She'll fuck everything that moves.
And have both. Vaguely.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take a bath. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, what the rest of you do is Alex just basically steps in and starts having a bath.
Okay, bye. And just gotta go check the different direction now.
I just kind of look over to Joel, attempting a bit more. Care to join me?
Children, look away. That is not for you. The things you're moving away.
Let's take Alex, roll a persuasion. I'm not sure exactly how Joel will react here.
You being in a bath in complete and utter darkness now that Mange has left.
Great success!
It's not in utter darkness. You can see the wisp is giving off. Well, the figure is giving off light.
I can't. Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, so great success. So Joel kind of like looked to Franz and Siegfried and so he's like flushing and like warring with like pride versus Alex naked in a bath. He starts like seems like
This guy gives a
Get over
thumbs
here! Mange
Well-
is gonna scream at Siegfried and Franz
Yeah.
to come over here.
Well, Franz is gonna give a stink eye to the wisp on his way out because I don't trust none of that shit. And then head out.
Alright, so do we want to explain what happens here? Because it's not gonna... Or should we fade to black?
Fade to fuck it! We're ignoring that part of this now, and we're
Yeah,
coming
we-
back over here. I'm making a hard judgment call on that. Stop talking about that corner.
The front mandible.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see like the front mandibles next to the spider kind of like seem like trying to pull itself as far into the corner as it can, kind of shielding its eyes. Seemingly like trying to hide.
Mange is going to Can with a little bit more time to think about it, can Mange see if he can know anything about spiders that might be useful to him in the turning this thing into a war mount kind of way?
You can roll an animal law. See what you know about them.
I am going
It's
to
a big,
use
it's a big spider.
Oh,
no
You can use
rerolls,
a
right?
reroll. Yeah. You have this go, you can re-roll it.
Yeah, but I also have no rerolls left, and I
You're out of
didn't
them?
fucking short rest for him.
Yeah, it's a big spider. You know about as much of it as you know about as you do about spiders.
Mange sort of looks
Weird
down.
carapace thing that bites people, puts them in webs, drinks their blood. The bigger
Mange is sort of
version,
just,
as far as makes sense.
Thinking about stuff from earlier. Spiders not care if eat other spiders, right? He says, turning to Franz.
Oh,
maybe.
Mange just sort of
I'm
shrugs.
sorry,
and-
Mange. I'm not a very big spider expert. It's not my area of expertise.
Mange is going to take some of his he forgot he had jerky on him and just throw some like right here.
I'd say Siegfried. Siegfried, you can roll something because you're like a mercenary.
so just like some general
Well,
knowledge.
Yeah, just intelligence. If you have roll that,
You have animal lore, I would assume, right?
yeah, it would be general.
No.
It's like war
General
stories, essentially. Yeah. Nope, big spider. You don't know any more than Mange does.
Would Solomon know anything about big spiders because he lived in a goddamn sewer on the Mordheim?
We're all
So,
trying to find a way to make this spider another friend.
You can roll a or a general law if you have it.
I do have general lore.
You can reroll that if you want,
I will.
because you have general lore.
Hey.
Barely.
Yeah, you would know giant spiders, although they can be tamed in like a general way of like they'll be able to recognize like, oh, this person delivers me food. So if I don't eat them, then I'll get more food later. Like, they're not that smart, but they're smart enough to, like, figure that out. They have 2 intelligence. So, like, if you feed them enough, they'll, like, recognize, be like, hey, don't eat that person. But they don't tend to move much. Like, getting it to leave this cave is not really going to happen. They also really don't like bright lights. Especially getting it outside is not going to happen. It's not going to leave the cave.
Yeah.
So you can
He's got
know that. Yeah, about the only people that can properly tame giant spiders are goblins, who often use them as mounts. But that's a specific kind of a specific kind of giant spider that lives in forests.
The
Like, they
chat is
go-
already
they
talking
spend-
about trying to make the fucking spider a rideable mount for Carlos.
It's coming.
I hate everything. I hate everything. This entire campaign is canceled. Everyone go home. I know you're already home, but go home anyway.
Wouldn't the spider try to eat Carlos?
Probably.
Because he's a moth?
I mean, it'd be a bit small for him. So you probably wouldn't bother unless it was really hungry, because it'd be like, no, gone. Like a tiny little mouthful.
I mean, considering how
even.
spiders actually eat, it would have trouble even like getting the shit inside to liquefy its organs.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Fang is bigger than Carlos. So.
Yeah. Mange.
You guys get to see like trying to back itself further into the corner, kind of waving the mandibles in front of its face. It very clearly does not want to fuck with you, and it is quite badly hurt. There's a big cut wound down its side, I think.
Mange.
A little crispy as well.
Mange is going to do something dumb and not tell any of you guys about it in character. But I'm going to tell you out of character. What Mange is going to do is he is very quickly going to tap the thing that gives light on his chest to turn it the fuck off, and he's going to hold out some fucking jerky out in its direction.
From
So
where
now we
you
are in
are?
pitch black, basically. I'm gonna toss some jerky, a couple things of jerky here, and then turn off the light.
No, there's that. Somebody else is glowing. Solomon has a light. Siegfried has a
No,
torch.
Solomon doesn't have a light. You forgot to give it back to Mange. Solomon lost it.
Yes, I saw Solomon with the light. Yeah, so the only... Why is it coming out of your side now? Is that out of your head a minute ago? The light seems to be
Because it's blind all of a sudden.
It's a dim
Random
light.
light.
The lantern is a dim light, it specifically says, so.
Yeah, but it's coming out of my ears now.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just... Sometimes it comes out of the side. I don't know why it does this. It
My
It
ear
comes
changes.
out of
and
random organs.
Yeah, we're trying to shut the light.
Yeah. Just try to cover the lantern.
As you guys turn off all the lights and
I
Mange
can't
is waving out some jerky and waving it in the air.
No, what I said was I tossed it a short bit forward. I tossed a couple pieces down towards it.
They toss a few pieces of jerky down, and as you do that, just a quick cut over to Joel and Alex as basically Joel starts to climb in with you. Then as he does, you watch as the wisp kind of looks at the water, seemingly checking on it, and reaches a hand in.
Alright.
And you take 19 damage. As the water just gets electrified and suddenly you're just
Son of a bitch.
Joel is
I knew it.
down.
I told you the wisp
Why
was
did you
fucking
fucking
sketch.
trust this shit?
As I mentioned, there is a loud scream.
How much health does Alexandra even have?
She has
Well, now I
26.
have 3.
How much does Joel have? Has he not
Joel
gotten
has
in yet?
15 total, so he is just barely alive. He had 8, so he didn't die instantly, thankfully.
Alright, I'm just immediately going to attempt to
Yeah,
kick. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Can I immediately, as soon as I hear the scream, tap the light again?
Yeah, that'd be a free action. Yeah, I'll give you back your light.
What? Who? What? What?
I have the light.
Crap, I forgot to select my character.
Alexander got 21. Siegfried got 22.
I'll just do all the wisps on one turn,
We
and
got
they'll be able to tell
20.
which one is which.
I love having advantage.
Friends 21.
21.
Oh boy.
Alright. So Siegfried, you hear Alex scream in pain as she's suddenly electrified. And I'll have that as well.
Alright, oh yeah, we had a buff from earlier and a debuff now.
Alright, let's roll to see what they are. As I fucking knew this was the trap that would work. That you're in this mad necromancer base, you're like, yes, let's trust the weird glowy thing and get in the bath.
I assumed it was what the necromancer used to take
It
a
is,
bath.
but you're not the necromancer. You guys didn't ask him. You have a way to ask him, and you didn't.
That sounds
Then trying to give the necromancer a bath, then you either isn't him, electrify the fuck out of them.
D6. Number 1 is Blessing of Regeneration. You can give that to Alex if you want, but that's up to you. And
Give it to Joel.
Debuff is 8, which is 30 more minutes of apologizing.
Oh no.
Hey, Echo, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Oh, Joel is down. Joel is unconscious.
Basically, you would stabilize him with it.
Yeah.
Do it. Please.
Medically stabilize Joel.
Yeah, and there are
It's so
5
fun not being able to see Alexandria because you never gave me vision over everyone.
66. It should have been 5d6.
Okay. He said Joel. Okay.
It was more damage, so I'll keep the 19.
Wait, he said... Wait, Salted Science said that the Wisp's going... the Wisp has the Canadian now.
I
the
think
Wisp.
the Canadian applies to everybody. Canadian is
No,
just a thing.
I think Canadian whack. So, should we assume that it's the way we have it worded is for 30 minutes in real life, each time the party attacks an enemy, the attacker must apologize for doing so. Can we assume that we can have it applied to the enemy team as well? Like all
Well,
opposition?
the wisps can't talk.
So it'll take
So
damage a lot.
I mean, they have 13 intelligence, but they can't talk. And I did specify the party, so that applies to the PC.
Right.
It's the party, not a party.
Each time the
But yeah.
party.
If it was the enemies and it's they have to apologize, a lot of creatures physically cannot apologize. Because they
So
don't
basically
have-
what they're saying is that you messed up, Salted Science. Sorry.
Yeah, it's us who has to apologize. All right, let's go. 30 minutes
And
is
then we'll-
wasting. I'll add more time if we keep dicking around like this.
Alright,
And
so
the other one was the other. What was the other one? The buff was a heal, right? No.
Yeah,
it's the non-Joel.
it stabilized Joel. We have another
Alright,
buff.
Alex, roll a d20 for what injury he got.
Ronald's thumbs up. So somebody has advantage on their next roll, whoever you choose.
17. Minor scar. He's fine. He got some like electricity burn on his chest, but other than that, he's fine. He's just unconscious. Like, thankfully, he's tall enough that his head is above the water while he's unconscious.
You guys keep
wisp
doing
does
stuff. I'll
five?
tell you guys.
So who's getting advantage?
Deal D4 plus 1 damage to the wisp, he says.
Which one? There's you do it to one of them because there's 5 wisps all working together. Ouch.
5 damage to one of them because I can't see literally any of them on my end.
Yeah.
I can see up until about here. That's it.
Let me just grab something.
Hold on, my dog's barking like crazy. I gotta see what's going on.
To give vision to everybody.
Boss, what is it?
Yeah, so now you should be able to see through the light.
Boss.
Just a beetle there, then
what
you
he's
can-
saying is that that one thing that dipped in to do that thing is actually 5 things.
Yes, it is 5 wisps all merged together that created one like vision of a person, but it's 5 wisps all working together.
Here, I'm going to make
Now-
it simple. Roll 1d5 from top left to bottom right. What the oh yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
just
the
put
token
damage.
for.
Yeah, put damage on the middle one.
Whatever.
And you should be able to see the ball of light there now, so gave vision to
Yeah.
a beetle.
There we go. That beetle is just a token that represents that we exist.
Yeah, that's just to give you guys the light.
Okay, I was.
Ruin the bass.
All right,
Yeah, so-
Siegfried.
Alright, so-
A scream of pain from Alex as she just gets electrocuted in the bath. Remember, you can't
Alright.
see it. You can't charge around corners.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh.
But he could double.
Come back.
What is this thing? Is that what?
It's 5 of the wisps.
The beetle is so we can see. Ignore it.
The beetle is just vision for the viewers.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, Siegfried's just. Well, that's all out loud that I was expecting to hear. And just kind of taps Solomon as a light.
No, I have the light. I already turned it back on.
Range and
Alright.
friends. So, yeah, friends, you can unshudder. It's a free action.
Yeah, uncover the lantern. It's
Huh, shall we?
beam it.
And let's see where your light is coming out of this time.
My ass.
It's coming out of your head again. It's just
Ooh.
his back to his head. I don't
Straight
know. Just like reading.
Alright.
Yeah, you hear the scream clearly from the bath from Alex.
So, could he get as far as he can before disappearing into darkness?
Hmm. It's like, yeah, you can run into the darkness and you should still you'd be able to see the light around the corner.
Okay, yeah. It's like,
You can run up next to it, but you can't do a charge because it's around the corner.
alright.
I think that would be your entire turn too.
Yep.
This is the
Yeah.
enemy.
I'll just make you do it. Wisps in a ball.
That would be your turn.
Alex.
Disengage.
Alex,
No, realistically,
you do not have your
Disengage.
Yeah. Alex, you do not have your armor on, but I assume you'd have like your sword within grabbing range.
Yes. But I would probably attack it, but I'm not Alexandra. She's immediately trying to pull her out of the water so they don't get electrocuted again, and away from these wisps, just saying, I'm so sorry. Assuming there's... And
got
I
it.
know he is, but I'm still apologizing to him, so I'm just kind of carrying him out of here. I'm attempting to just make sure he's okay.
Yeah, you
And
could
I'm just-
disengage, pull him out.
Yeah, and I'm also shielding myself from these... Shielding himself with myself from these wisps, because I don't want them to hurt him anymore. And I'm attempting to get him as...
You guys are
Alright.
able to-
Alright, so I'm attempting to drag him away as far as possible.
So if you wanted, you could like disengage that you're like this kind of thing with him like against the wall.
Yes.
Inside of the wall.
Yeah, that'd be a movement. Yeah, you disengage and you drag him out. Got if you have a bonus action of any kind, I don't think you do.
No.
I assume you like grabbed your sword as you went. Unfortunately, no armor on, so remember that if it attacks you. Friends. Actually, this went exactly as I thought it would. I didn't anticipate Joel being in there, but I did anticipate either Siegfried or Alex going in. Alex has advantage on the next roll.
So I can only run up there on one normal action.
God damn it, Jolted.
You can go like this far.
Yeah, I
You
know,
can
but
go
that
right up next to the beetle.
uses up all of my shit.
Oh wait, no,
go
I think
right
it's
up next-
Solomon who has 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 30.
Yeah, so you can move right next to it if you want. You can like stand between it and Alex if you wanted.
Sure, let's do that.
Or them and Alex.
Don't worry, my fair maiden. I will protect you.
Don't you dare fucking white knight, I will gut you.
Solomon? Yeah, you can
And
get up
in
to
range.
it. like you can't run through a wall.
Whoops,
More
wrong.
like this. Yeah, you can still
Yeah,
do it.
he's just gonna sprint up next to Siegfried.
Oh,
But you can
we're
get
green.
to there if you want.
Okay. And now it's just a red light show down here.
And the turn of the wisps. Yeah, they can't move over towards Alex without an attack opportunity. But there is 5 of them. And yeah, they aren't afraid of death. I'd say 1 would move over to the side. Alex, you can smack it if you want.
Absolutely. The fuck away from my
Sorry, no,
boyfriend.
I meant Siegfried. You used your action.
Yeah, I'll smack it.
You can roll your attack as it moves out of your range. You have a +1 because you outnumber it. Actually, no, you don't. There's 5 will-o-wisps.
Yep.
17 hits and a poof.
Yay!
They're going to kind of divide up now that they've used up your reaction. Actually, no, I'll pull them up so we can actually see them over the health bars. So yeah, so it's going to go 1 attack at everybody. So thankfully Solomon got it there, so everybody has that +1 AC. But Alex does not have our armor, so our AC is 10 plus Dex +1. So at Siegfried, 14 that misses. At Solomon, 13 that also misses. At Franz, and 18.
It definitely hits.
That's 6 damage. Jesus.
Ow.
You have a D6, you have max. And then Alex, that is 11, so 13. So does
What's your
this hit
dex,
you?
Alex?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
your
dex
dex
is
modifier?
Dex is
Plus
+1,
one.
so your AC is 12. Your AC is
That hits.
11 +1 for Solomon, so it just hits. You are so fucking lucky. 2 damage.
Mange can basically move anywhere he wants with his fucking 40-foot movement range. So Mange is going to go up here and get in here. And are any of the wisps in the water?
No, they're floating. They're above it.
All right.
Thank
There's
you.
big floating balls of light.
I can't
Not
do
big, they're about
anything yet.
full size.
But
Yeah, you have
Mange
dash.
is going to. Can I use a little bit of extra movement to push like through here to here?
If you have the movement for it,
Yes, I would.
2 of the wisps
I
will
have
get
like
attacked.
20 movement left.
Yeah,
Alright,
2 of
give
the
them
wisps
their
will get
attack.
attack on them. Alright. 1 got a natural 17, so that's a 19.
That would hit.
So that's 3 damage.
Alright.
As 2 of them can like basically headbutt you as you run past them. There's like shock of electricity goes up through you. And
The other one
yeah, that's
doesn't
also a trained genetics experience, so I forgot to say that. Yeah, so these things kind of just like they basically ram themselves into you and just like shock you with electricity.
Alright. So only one of them hit
Conk's
me, right?
turn. Yeah.
I really can't do
So
much right now.
with his dash, he can get to about here. You have to squeeze through the hallway. He can't quite get into range.
Alright.
Siegfried.
Attack.
6. Why'd you roll twice?
Oh no, that was for the previous one.
Oh yeah, the first one, yeah. So 6, you swing in and they bob out of the way.
Fuck.
Nimble little things, they're not AC 6. They have a pretty high AC, actually.
Mange is going to scream at Alexandria, ignore them! Get him out! Basically, get the fuck out. If they swing at you, Mange will block it.
Alright, so I'm dragging Joel as far as I can out of these guys, like away from these guys.
Yeah, so you can disengage and move at half speed. Yeah, you can drag him along.
Don't you have a... Alright, so 35 would it round up to 20?
Oh, yep. Yeah, you can get to there. And you can you can have him on the other side.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be alright.
Yeah, he is fully unconscious. He got electrocuted. He's not even like half in it like before when he got whacked on the head. He's out like a light. Friends. So it's fairly ironic to be out like a light after getting electrocuted, but still.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna have so much explaining to do.
So question.
Yeah, he's got this
I
like, almost,
currently
like spider webbing. Like he's got this like spider webbing electricity scar on his chest. It's like
So
a
I currently
fairly,
have
like,
the lantern
fairly
in my
not looking
offhand.
scar, but also on his chest. Cover it. Yeah, you have the lantern in your hand.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have the boot knife. Can I use that to make the other attack?
Did you get it as actual equipment?
I didn't
Or is
get
it
it as
just
actual
with your
equipment. No, as an
Yeah,
actual
that's it.
weapon as well. It would just
Then
count
you
as a
can use that,
dagger.
like, an offhanded
Yeah, so
Yeah.
at least first a short sword.
weapon.
Zach, you're sounding like distant for some reason.
Yeah.
I was getting a die that I dropped.
So
Oh,
at least
it's
first a
just-
short sword. Ooh.
First one hits. You just stab into it, and kind of, you feel resistance as you drive your blade into this light.
And then
And
I try and boot blade it as well. Which is just a
offhands are at disadvantage.
a normal dagger.
Yeah, it's just a dagger.
The
It's
roll
just
a dagger at
offhand, so it's
disadvantage.
Yeah, that's disadvantage and
the fight is actually exactly even because it's 4 of each. 6, yeah, you
Oh.
swing the boot in and just bobs out of the way. Solomon.
bullshit.
By swinging Bada Bada with his new Wraith longsword.
A 14 that misses. So you swing the blade and again it bobs out of the way. These things are very quick. They're kind of zipping all around the place.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not actually just hanging in there, they're like zipping around trying to bop into you, moving around. They're very quick little blighters. They have a move of 60 feet. These things are fast.
There's no way Solomon's getting out of there.
Right, then their turn, they can do the same thing, a bop at each of you. Siegfried, that is a 16. I believe that hits. Yeah, you use 15 plus 1 for Solomon.
Yep,
that
it
just
does.
hits. That's 1 damage to Siegfried.
Ah!
That's Solomon. Actually, no. The one that would go for Solomon, there's a nice juicy Alex over there. So, friends, you can get an attack opportunity if you want.
Or did also give you an attack of opportunity.
I
Yeah,
can
it's not
get an
moving
attack
up.
of opportunity with a tentacle,
through
right?
No, it's not technically a weapon attack. That's a bonus action thing that you can do.
Damn
Oh,
it.
Wouldn't I get one?
No, it's not
This one?
moving out of your reach. It's only
Okay.
moving out of front.
ooh, 16.
16 that just hits. 16 is their AC.
And 8 damage.
As zips out of the way, you slice into it. It's like it almost gets cut in half, but it keeps going. It's still alive. But actually, then
But
it wouldn't go into
it procs
Khan's
Kirk.
range.
Wait, did
And
it
you
get
can't
the
get the natural 19. So
Oh.
proof. So
is it
goes-
dagger?
so goes for Alex's friends catching it with his sword, slowing it enough that Khan just hammers it and it dissipates.
Okay then. Okay.
Karn
It
gets
was
to
staggered,
swing at
right?
anything within 10 feet that gets below
Yeah,
half
but-
health.
As I said, it was staggered, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
that's
Karn killed it.
hit.
Yeah. Once
Your
per
hit,
staggered
your
target.
hit may get staggered.
Yeah,
You
once
can
per
only sneak attack you can only do sneak attack
Let
if
Fran
it's
finish.
staggered.
I think he's trying to
I'm
do
not
an
talking
ability.
about it. Once per staggered target after successfully hit with a melee attack, you may add your backstab damage to the finisher one.
It's they have to be staggered before you hit them. It's after a
Okay,
hit,
yeah.
not after.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're already be staggered. Then there's my friends. Gets a 4, and one at range. Gets a natural 16.
Which hits.
3 damage to mange. So not that
Mange
tough
as
when
a
there's not
reaction.
5 of them all.
Mange as a reaction is going to be like, no, fuck you! And reduce that to, I think, 1 damage.
Yep, you halve it round down.
So I'm popping
And
my
it's-
rage for 2 turns because of con modifier, right?
Yeah, you can get that short con mod in rounds.
Alright. Now it's
Your
Mange's turn, right? Yep. Can we assume that since he's using his new thing, I've gotten my great axe back?
Yeah.
Give it back.
All right. So,
It's still magical, but that doesn't matter to these guys.
Mange, I need to remember to add this. Are we technically outnumbering them now?
You have to outnumber them more than 2 to 1. So if you kill another one, then you will. But it's 3v4 currently.
Alright, so 2. So Mange is using Great Axe, Dagger, and Tentacle. He has put Flail like on his belt at this point, just so you all know. And swing 17, damage 9. At the one closest to him.
And yeah, the one closest to you was hurt, so that one goes poof.
Alright, and so now they're technically outnumbered.
Yeah, and there is still one within melee range with you.
The 2 hit from that it's just a hit, not to damage, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let's check.
And outnumbering
Well,
us.
attack rolls, damage rolls, and luck.
Oh, alright.
So
So
rage applies to damage as well.
boop. That misses. Because it is at disadvantage, sadly. That hits 10 damage.
Sentinel slaps it, badly hurting it, but it's still up. They have 12 hit points.
Alright. And Karnk isn't close enough to do off of that.
Yeah. I'm going to step up, kind of push Alex back. No,
eventually.
You will
You
miss.
probably just. Alright.
Siegfried.
Siegfried's gonna attack.
Swing, bada.
Okay, that's dead.
Haha!
That one I can't delete. It's doing the initiative. But yeah, you poof it. It go poof. Just gonna drag it off screen. You guys can't see it.
Alexandria is going to take Joel and keep getting further away.
How far
So you
can I
keep
get again? Yeah, I'm still
15.
You're not
dragging.
disengaging anymore. You can run normal speed.
Well, the light. It was just your horn light to guide you.
Not very safe, especially with a spider down there somewhere.
True.
Save her from the wisps, only for her to turn into spider food. That would suck.
Then again, the spider kind of doesn't want to fuck with us right now.
Don't go too far. Just stop
Stay
As
there.
far as I'm
Fine.
going.
Francis
There's
turn.
one last very fucked up one of the wisps.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and swack it away then.
Schwack.
Schwack.
It.
Swaggy Swoody, he's coming for that loot.
Alright, that's dead.
17 hits and add 2 health left.
Okay, yeah.
And Fran's like, as there's like crowding up to gang up on this thing, you just stab in and it disintegrate. Pops. It's like stabbing a balloon.
Eh.
Alright. And Mange's Ferocious Rage is done now. And Mage is going to grab Alexandria's armor. And he is going to very politely push Franz to the side. And start walking towards
Just shove halfway through.
Alexandria.
Alexandria is like borderline traumatized right now. She's like, can't let that happen. I'm so
Something wet,
stupid.
badly burned.
Mange
Stuff
is going
like
to
spider
look at
web.
Alexandria, grab her with his main hand, her shoulder. He's going to lay one on her shoulder, put another hand on her other shoulder, and use the third one to slap her non-damagingly across the face to get her to snap out of it.
I mean, you are raging.
I said I ended it.
Fair.
He did.
I did say I ended it. Get fucked.
I calm down to slap someone in the face.
Forcing yourself to calm down. You go over this, slap her across the face.
What's going on?
Mange shoves the armor into her chest and says, Mange wasn't the dumb one for once. and starts walking back towards the spider.
I knew you shouldn't have trusted that wisp.
Yeah, you tell me. I already know I'm alright. Leave me be. This is
That
like the
happened.
first time you guys have genuinely seen Alexandria genuinely depressed.
You are also assuming that Mange gives a shit.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
Like, at this point, the people that would be most likely to show sympathy for you would be Joel, who's unconscious, Franz, who we barely know, and Siegfried, who has fucked you. So, yeah, he probably would be the most likely to. So he
Yeah,
would
you
be
would
the most
actually
likely to
linger
fucking console
around for a little bit.
But the rest of us are just like, Mange is just like, yeah, we all got fucked up in the Underhive, deal with it, grow a spine. And Solomon is just like, yeah, I lived in the fucking sewers, probably.
Yep.
I'm going to assume that. I'm not going to say that for facts.
Also, he kind of just his entire tribe died like less than a fucking month ago to fire. He doesn't show it, but it's still in his head a lot.
So as much as
He's
we'll help
jolly for a
defend you when it comes to boohooing afterwards, I'm pretty sure Mange and Solomon are just going to be like Crimea River. Unless somebody actually dies.
Pretty much. And even then, he's just going to hold a nice Nurgle ritual and then leave to spread the gift of Nurgle.
Alright, Mange is going to come back over here, and can he see whether or not it's eaten the jerky?
Yeah, as you come back, you see it kind of like skittering backwards out of the light, and the jerky is gone.
Mange smiles. And he's going to head over very slowly again and look at this thing. And
You see it again, like, trying itself into the corner as much as it can.
once again, he's going
And, like,
to...
waving mandibles in its face, like, fuck off. Just to, like, go away, I'm trying to hide.
He's going to throw more jerky, but this time he's going to attempt to throw it closer.
Yeah, you throw the jerky, it lands in front of it, and it's just there, like, covering its face.
And Mange sort of, like, moves just enough so that he can't see it, and the light isn't really reaching there very well anymore.
Yeah, it's staying hidden for now. It's like, it knows that you're there, and you stabbed it repeatedly, so it's not coming out while you're there.
Mange didn't stab that one.
But you got, like, the group stabbed it, and it's still quite injured, so it's just like, no, hiding. You also burned its web, which is like burning down somebody's house.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but it's not
friends.
intelligent enough to make that comparison. Plus, it can literally build a new web. So Crimea River.
Yeah, but it takes effort. It's not, they can't just do it, they gotta take some effort. It takes energy.
It
I
takes him like
like
3
how we have to, on behalf of a spider, be just like, yo, you're being a dick, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
So over the
Anyway.
next like, few minutes, Joel slowly comes around, just like, oh, what
Just
the fuck is
Alexandria just immediately hugs him. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen.
Mange,
What happened?
walks over.
I think we just got fucked over by those wisps.
Mange comes
Alright, so-
over.
Like, this takes a couple minutes. Is Alex dressed again?
Yes.
It's taken a few minutes.
And
Did you dress Joel during that time?
What did you say?
Did you, like, put Joel's clothes back on him?
Yes, of course.
You were in the back.
At least
Yeah, so
hands.
you both you
Very cool, Scar. Take a look at that.
What did you say? I still can't hear you, Zach.
Can you not hear me? Am I good now?
Oh, I can hear you now. Yes.
Right. Yeah, so it's just like you've put all of you've got your equipment back on. You like struggled through putting it back onto a wet Joel.
Just
Yeah, it was just
profusely
used to, like,
apologizing to him.
Yeah, he has a very bad headache from being struck by lightning.
You want to head back to the mansion?
Mange is going to tap Joel on the shoulder and say, "She wasn't very smart." Mange is not good at
Neither
really
was
good
I.
one-liners.
Well, neither was I.
You think with penis.
Yeah, basically.
And I'm sorry
Yeah.
for getting you into that situation. I honestly, for some reason, thought that it was just how the Necromancer
It
took
is,
baths.
but you're not the Necromancer. We've gone over this. We're repeating
It's
it.
like, wait, can't we talk to that
Yeah,
guy?
you're repeating this to me, not to fucking Alexandria. All right,
Yeah,
you
yeah, and I
haven't
was like,
told her
wait,
this.
isn't the Necromancer in that lantern?
Yeah,
We could have talked to him, couldn't we? Ah, fuck.
probably.
Nothing feels broken, at least. I'm alive.
Well, you did get zapped, not hit.
Looks down, he's like, the edge of the dark, I mean, just peeking out of screws, like, I left a mark.
He's
Ow.
going. Sorry.
He's like pulling himself up with the wall. I can stand. I'm good.
Mange holds out a hand towards Franz and says, "Give lantern."
Sure, I don't know what you would want with it, but here you go.
Mange holds the lantern and says, "What were weird glowy things near Bath?"
They were wisps.
That's medium.
You could have just asked me, mate.
That was one of the wisps. Why didn't ask me? Yes, they are my bathing assistant, but also told to, well, allow any others in. Oh, well, allow them in, but punish them for doing so. I don't like intruders.
Mange just sort of like looks angrily at Lantern. All right, so we don't have to apologize to shit anymore. Apparently, Alexa, Echo.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that during the fight.
Oh yeah, so we're all dead. All right, everyone, just take like. Everyone who's attacked take like 2 damage, just to even it out a little bit.
Yeah, so Franz is very fucked up.
Absolutely.
We all forgot to apologize. We're just going to do the average of the 1d4 damage for everyone.
Yep.
We forgot to apologize. Anyway,
Basically, I'm just gonna kind of like help Joel up and kind of say, "Do you want to head back to the mansion, get ourselves healed up? I'll cook you something nice in exchange for almost getting you killed."
Anyway, we're heading now anyway, aren't we? And just, you guys want to continue exploring, I'll head back to the door, but we've got to head back there anyway.
Yeah,
we
I'm
still
hoping
haven't
we're.
found some gold.
And you found a big pile of gold earlier.
Could we just
but you
ask the
said
Necromancer
you
if there's
said
any
we
more?
missed the biggest fucking gold pile.
Yeah.
You know,
Why don't we ask the Lantern guy?
There's 2 more bits that you haven't searched.
well, I can't see the fucking map. It all looks like polygons.
Does anyone thought of asking the guy in the Lantern?
Mange
Not yet.
hands it over to Siegfried.
Hey, what? I don't think we've checked everywhere. Anything, where you keep anything else valuable? Doesn't look like you have much use for it anymore.
Well, I don't know where you have been yet, but ones that you may have missed.
When you're...
Off of the direwolves in a cubby, there's a chest. The key is in the Iron Maiden.
I just
I told you.
So if we're at your tub right now, where would we go from here to get there?
So, Siegfried,
that'd
were
be-
you here when
that'd
we
be a
got the
second.
lantern?
No.
Alright, every
Yeah.
time you ask
Every
a question,
second.
you have to roll dark and dangerous magic and can potentially
Yeah.
summon bullshit. So you have to
Oh,
very
fuck.
carefully ask it like one question. Roll dark and dangerous magic once.
Okay, so
Or you-
what would I roll?
On your
Dark
sheet,
and dangerous
magic. DDM.
Well, no, I mean, but like which die?
There's
Dark
a
and
die next
dangerous
to dark and
magic.
dangerous magic. It's up next to rerolls
Yeah,
on the
just
top right corner.
below reroll. Yeah, below reroll is GDM.
Oh, here we go.
If you don't roll a 1, we're not fucked. There,
Alright.
you're fine.
Then
Now
increase
increase
the
it by
threshold
1.
to 2.
Unlike
Yeah,
Franz,
and do you want to ask
who
another
got
question?
one.
You said reduce it by 1?
Increase it
Increase.
by 1.
Increase it by 1, alright.
It's now 2. And you asking another question?
I'm up to 6, yo. Go ahead if you want, but be careful about it and ask something very full and descriptive.
So we're at your tub room right now. Where would we go? How do we get there from here?
Follow the tunnel back the way you came until you get to the direwolves and then go straight north. It's in a cubby. It's in a small cubby cat cave in the wall.
So do you tell everybody this when you hear it, Siegfried?
Yes.
I hand you the key that I got from the Iron Maiden. Here, I'm assuming you're gonna want this then. I think me and Joel have to...
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Alright,
Yeah.
so can we for the sake of expediency just say that we backtrack?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'll jump you guys along down.
Let him drag us around.
Yeah. Nobody move yourselves.
We're down lower.
Yeah, the dire walls were just over there. Yeah, the dire walls were just down there.
Alright. Alexandria and Joel are retreating out of the cave entirely, I'm assuming? Is what you're trying to get at?
Yeah, we're going home.
Watch those slides.
They might run into.
Oh no!
You guys
Does anybody want to help escort us out?
I mean, France is pretty
out.
fucked
I'd say,
up.
like, you guys are heading back to the entrance this way, so you're just going as a group back to the entrance. Because this is along the way to the entrance.
Alright. Mange is going to turn to Siegfried, who's probably had to pass these guys in some capacity. He says, "Don't attack doggies."
Alright. Think we take them with us?
They're undead dogs. Basically, we just fed them and went past them last time.
Yeah. So, as the light come up, they like look at you, seem to somewhat recognize you, and just like kind of growl as you just like slink past.
Mange basically goes here to where he's not going to block Kark and sort of motions everyone to go by and like tosses another piece of jerky here.
They throw the jerky, they like start almost fighting over it. You guys go past.
I'm assuming it's this thing.
Yep.
Mange looks
Go
up.
up and you see the chest.
Alright, so, at this moment, Mange, turns to Siegfried. Oh, can I assume that Mange notices that the chest is shiny?
Yeah, the chest is about 2 foot long. It's like a beautiful mahogany chest, and it's got several gemstones studded into it.
Alright,
Seems like
Mange doesn't even bother worrying about...
Just the chest would be worth a fair bit, just knowing what's inside.
Mange turns to Siegfried and reaches out a hand and says, "Give key!"
Alright, and hands you the key.
Yeah, I believe Alex had it.
Alex gave it
Alex
to
gave it to
Siegfried.
Siegfried. Mange takes
Well,
the key.
no, she didn't, because the key was made of cold iron.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's from Alex to me.
Like, fuck!
Mange turns to
Alright.
Alexandria and says, "Give key!"
As long as you share the loot, sure.
Mange looks at you and just sort of... okay.
Okay, she
Immediately runs over to
yeah.
it. Once he gets the key, he just runs over and opens
Yeah,
it.
you go up, put the key in it, turn it, flip it open, and it's just filled with gold coins.
Mange is like, "Yes! Yes!" And then he turns and looks down again, and his instinct is immediately to shut the chest again and hug it with, like, all 3 of his arms and growl at you guys, and then he comes to terms with the fact that he just agreed to share it, and he's just like, "Shit!" And
yeah,
with
there
this,
are no
Mange
more
is just like,
threats.
Mange is just
Yeah,
like,
there's no more potential threats along the way. Yeah, there's no more potential threats along the way, so say you just pick up the chest and you guys make your way back out.
"Yay, we leave."
Wait, don't.
Yeah, kind of meeting up with Skitchery and a quite injured Skit Scratch on the way out. And now back at base. Here is what New Crystal looks like.
just running over Crystal. I'm so sorry, baby.
Yeah, like she's not actually there when you get back. She comes back a couple days later.
Oh,
And just
She
like for the
she's a
audience,
demon.
that
She
is
rematerializes after she regenerates.
Yeah, takes a couple days.
so
Basically.
in celebration of our thing, even though I'm injured, I'm going to create a nice feast from all the stuff we looted.
We're going to
Good
assume
luck,
over the
Aiden.
course of the downtime that you're going to make a nice meal out of everything. We'll take care of that stuff in the downtime shit later.
Yeah.
Mange claims the chest. He said he would share the gold, though.
Wow, color.
I said you would share the loot.
Mange, well, there's only one chest, and so Mange will take the chest.
All right, you can take the chest. Just as contents that we need to split up.
All right, then Mange will divide that up amongst all of you as the glorious leader of North Korea. I mean, what? And he is going to.
Great reader.
Dibby, there are what, 5 of us now? Right, so Mage is going to pay all of the mercenaries out of his own portion because he got the chest and he's going to begrudgingly do that, and then he's going to divvy up the rest. Everyone gets 400 gold.
Yeah.
400 what?
400 gold
Alright,
Each?
just like that, okay.
each. Because it's
Yeah.
2,000 gold. And,
So in total from the entire thing?
oh no, just
from
from
the
that
entire
one
cave?
fucking chest.
Excepting the gemstones and all that you found along the way,
Yeah.
which is up to you guys to keep track of.
The handful of moonstone gems I already got. So by a handful, how many?
And like 5 or 6. They're on the small side, like thumbnail sized.
Alright. Mange is going to, everyone
Yeah, you
gets
can
one
divide
of the
like
gemstones. So it was worth 800 GP total. By oh, fuck
You
it.
can divide them up like gold pieces.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of them, and you can divide them out into roughly equal weights.
So 800 divided by 5. Everyone gets 160 from that. And there was the 387 gold that I think I already split up with you guys earlier, if I recall
Yeah,
correctly.
you did.
Yep.
All
you
right,
did.
so that's accounted for. All right, and that's
How much
everything that
would
we had
it
to
be?
split.
160, you
Oh,
said?
God.
What?
And I figured I did a dumb. I reopened the dungeon map. Yep, there we go.
Was it 160 from?
You get 160 from the one gem you
Yeah.
get, and then 400 from the chest, so 560 gold total per person.
Hell yeah.
And Mange still has all of these really fucking valuable shiny things back at base, and basically
That's
has
good.
like 4,000 or 5,000 gold worth of shit that he's been hoarding.
Not to spend, just to hoard.
Oh boy. So continue dividing loot. Zach did a thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I
France
think he
is
accidentally
especially
opened up
bothered.
the other map and his computer is lagging
did.
to ever-loving shit. Alright,
Ugh.
so... mm,
Can you guys hear me?
yes.
Yeah, it's just Chrome that's freaking out this time. I was like, oh, I'll reopen it to double check what all the prices were. Because I wrote it on the GM name, I'm like, no, wait! I was like a second too late what I did.
Yep, lovely.
How are we
Yeah,
on?
we divided up
levels
the
and
gold,
leveling up?
and I just laughed about the fact that I have like 5,000 gold worth of random shit lying around.
True. How are we on leveling up and levels and such?
Oh, no need to
You
worry
get a
yet.
partial level at the end of every set.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll deal
Level
with
up
that
half
later.
Alright.
So I think
So-
can we summarize this as everything that isn't going to be like downtime is done? Do we have to do any RP stuff still?
If you want to do any of your downtime stuff in RP, then we can do that now. They do
Oh,
still
yeah,
have
so
time.
Mange is going to get back, and I want to improve relationships with Skit Scratch. He's going to come back, and he's going to hug him, and he's going to hug him, and he's going to hug him.
Yeah. Have you rolled for that yet? I don't think we've done any rolls for downtimes yet.
No, we haven't. Basically, so technically, Alexandria was going to do it on my behalf, and Mange was going to pay for getting us a gunsmith. So...
Yeah, Alex will just make sure.
I thought we already did that.
No, we didn't. This is what's technically happening. We were just deciding beforehand.
This is like Alex spend some time talking Mange up to Skit.
Yeah.
So,
basically what she does.
or whatever.
All right, let me roll it. Our persuasion. He just shaboom.
Yep. Yeah, you spend some time talking Mange up to Skip Scratch, and it definitely seems to work. He's in a lot better mood, and talking to Mange a lot more. Seems to be very much over the loss of his eye. Especially after being very quickly escorted out of danger when he got hurt.
And fucking revived with a bunch of slaps in the face. Wake up! Wake up! Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, it's only part of downtime people want to actually role play out.
Well,
I'm definitely going to be cooking up a good feast for everybody because we all kind of deserve it.
Yeah,
well, Francis,
spider meat and travel rations.
Mm.
So yeah, roll either a dex or an intelligence.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll dex because that's higher.
Yeah.
Great success.
Apparently this spider meat is really good. It's like crab. You can suck it out of the leg.
Well, fun thing, Solomon had no real equivalent from the sewers for that kind of food.
Yes. It's basically the best food
It's like a dude from the sewer suddenly getting lobster.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, everybody except for the guy greatly enjoys that, who has to excuse himself to his room so he does not vomit.
Yeah. And of course, like I mentioned, I give a little bit extra to Mange and a little bit extra to Joel. And if Crystal is here yet, then I give a little bit extra to her too. Serves dying.
She comes back in. She's back the next day. You wake up in the morning and she's at the foot of your bed.
And I'm immediately going to hug her. Oh my gosh, I missed so much.
Yeah. Oh boy. So, Mange is going to approach Skitchery after this whole entire thing and knock on her door. So let's do this little thing.
So she noticed that Joel and Alex were sharing the tiniest room and thing. She's like, "Do you want to trade? I got a double bed." So I imagine Mange first knocks on Joel and Alex and done we swap.
Opens the door, you're doing something, and Mange is like, "Sorry!" Shuts the door. Goes over.
You open the door, see Alex just hugging Crystal.
Yeah, it doesn't want to interrupt the heartfelt moment.
Yeah. You go over the door.
Kind of like a little group hug with Joel and Crystal. I'm just like,
my turn now.
Okay.
What's up?
Oh, you're talking. I
couldn't
really hear you. All right. Mange, after Skitchery opens the door, Mange is just like, "So, you remember lady probably shorter than you now, right?"
That'd be Alex.
Yes, she, did thing. Gun blew up again. Things happen too much. Need get person good with guns. You good with guns?
Yes, I can do the basics. I can fix them, but I can't really do anything else. I know a couple guys that work. I know a couple more engineering types. I could work on those better than I can.
Mange, sort of just takes out
Dropping
a small sack of gold filled with about 350 gold pieces and hands it to her and says, "Help hire new people, work with guns."
Aye.
No one guns blowing up near Mange anymore.
Yeah, she's gonna wait. We got the forge. He's gonna have his own shit. Yeah, I can get him in. Might be a bit grumpy though. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him in a while.
Mange shrugs. Tell him good meat.
I'll find him. Get him over here. Get him have a talk with you.
Okay. And with that, Mange leaves the bag in her hand and sort of just like winces as soon as it escapes his grasp, and then just.
And then she's like holding it. He's like holding it off her hand and like having to like pry his own fingers off of it. Yeah.
Mange just looks down at his now empty hand, sort of frowns, and then says, "Okay, bye," and goes back to his room to keep talking with Skid Scratch.
Throws it onto her bed. Yeah, she just takes it, throws it onto her bed. It spills open, just spinning coins all over the place. Yeah.
Mange has to stop the impulse to go in and go scrabble for the shinies that are now flying around the room.
One like rolls to a stop just behind Skitchy's boot.
Mange is sweating visibly, despite not probably having sweat glands.
It's like that one Key and Peele bit.
So I think that night, like as Fran's like settling into his room, probably about to go to bed, you hear like on your door.
Oh, he's fast asleep. He hasn't been in a bed in weeks.
Yeah, so you're settling in, like about to go to bed, and then
him. He walks up and before opening shouts, "Who is it?"
Mama! Open door!
Mama.
Met yet.
He opens the door just a little bit and looks out through the crack.
Yeah.
You see a male Skaven.
Yeah, you kind of look out and like see nothing. Look down a bit. You see this like obscene, like very fat, like actually the shortest in the base. He's 3'1". You can like look out, look down a fair bit before you see him. This very fat, very tiny 3-armed Skaven with various bags on it, like various bags and pouches and bandoliers that all just covering it. It's like, you ingredients, come. Need your ingredients. No, come. He's like gesturing for you to follow him.
Fine. Will I follow him then?
Yeah. You're gonna sleepily follow him as he leads you down to the basement.
So I suppose.
Oh boy!
So I suppose you're one of Mange's friends.
Yeah. Yeah. He gives ingredients. I make potions. And, like, lead you down. You see the walls are just decked out with like basically any kind of thing you could possibly think of that could be used to make basically anything. There's like various leaves and herbs. There's like a section of the wall that's been like ripped open. There's fungus growing there. There is just straight up a bucket of shit in the corner, which does not look like it's for the privy. It does not smell as bad as you would think after your Halloween change. In fact, before that, this place would smell absolutely rancid. They just lead you over and they point to the bucket. Ingredients, make!
Well, Francis immediately somewhat intrigued at the variety of ingredients, and I know, does he remember some?
It points at like the bucket full of poop, and she's like, ingredients, you make! Give to Mama!
I see,
telling you,
Mom.
shit in the bucket now.
And then they like look you up and down, like, you hurt! And go over to the wall, grabs this like vial of this very dark, like it looks like it might be supposed to be red, but it's like very dark and it's close to the brown. He holds it out to you, like, drink! You injured!
Can I try and identify this if I have any prior knowledge to potion making as a witch hunter?
Do you have like what is the skill for this?
Likely, no.
Apothecary.
No.
No, it's a vial with something in it, and you can look at it, you see something float in it, something float past.
Well,
heal, drink. Also, make more ingredients.
Franz takes a little sip just to see what he's dealing with. To begin
Take a
with.
sip, and it tastes rancid. Tastes like somebody left, like, made a pie out of all of the worst things you could possibly think of, and then left it sitting on a windowsill for like 3 years.
It's like, yeah,
Like,
no, it's great.
yeah, do you like force yourself to drink it, or do you like pretend? Like, what are you doing with it?
But he
Well,
can't eat.
That's the
You
thing,
can't
yeah.
eat normal food. You can't, this is not food.
No, it's
Yeah.
most definitely not food.
It smells rancid
Normal-
anyway.
No mortal being would use this as sustenance.
Yeah, even Skaven would not drink this if they had a choice.
Well, Franz, in his new, I suppose, hollowness, he steals himself and tries to drink it all down the hatch.
And, like, take a second, plug your nose, and just you down, and it is rancid. Like, your body's like, no, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. You like, feel yourself like sweating. You start to get really hot. Then Mom like grabs the bottle, shoves a funnel in it, and holds it up to your face as you just feel it boiling and just shooting back up into this bottle. And you can heal 3 hit points. As you vomit it back up. Strangely better is that you vomit it back up and like the heat and all that of drinking it is gone. You can look down and like some of your wounds are like scabbed over a lot more than they had before. Then you see Mama pull the funnel out, like throw it to the side and grab some kind of lid and screw it on, and then put your vomit on like a shelf that they can just barely reach. They kind of get out a footstool and climb up, put it on.
Oh, well, I'm not one to question Skaven apothecary.
Now make. And it points at the bucket.
Gonna
I just
have to.
want this cleared with you, Mama. It is indeed excrement you're talking about, right?
Yes, your bucket.
I'll see what I can do.
Question: considering he doesn't need to eat anymore, does that mean he doesn't need to shit or piss anymore?
Good point.
Yeah, you have not eaten for about 3 months. You have nothing.
That's true. I have nothing.
Yeah, so what this friends did is like you have not felt the need to poo in like 3 months.
I'll
Well,
see
no,
if I
like
can
3 weeks.
proposition Mange or Solomon to take a shit in his bucket.
He already does it on the
It's like,
regular.
what do you
Man
do?
up, cunt.
Yeah, it's like, that's what you do. Like, what do you do now? They're pointing at the bucket and telling you to make ingredients.
Well, I tell you, I'm sorry, Mama, was it? I don't think I have any ingredients to give.
They can like lean forward, kind of glaring up at you in a thing that might be intimidating if they weren't 3 foot tall. They glare at you. It's like, make a later.
I don't
Sleep.
think I can make at all. To
You will
get
make. Goes off. It's like, you will make. Then like pushes apart a curtain and goes into a side room.
You
Seemingly
will
you are
make.
dismissed.
Franz heads back.
Not an option. You will make.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
This is
I got a
probably-
collection of ears right now. Fucking Alexandria has a collection of skulls. He's gonna have to start a collection of like random creatures' dung.
Yeah, I'm the shit collector.
I am
I'm the shit
This might be bad. This might be bad timing, but when Siegfried gets a moment, he wanted to go talk to Mama about something.
Yeah, because like that is done basically. Like, you could you pass him in the hall, or you could do it in the morning. Depends on how urgently Siegfried wants to talk to him.
And if he's just hanging around up cleaning weapons and stuff, he wants to ask about the vials.
Yeah, so you like head down there.
Do I pass?
Yeah,
Terrified
head
looking
down
corner?
there. You pass Franz as he's coming back up the stairs.
somewhat traumatized.
Somewhat, yeah.
Confused as all hell.
His friends say anything
Yeah.
to Siegfried.
Well, I'm first asking, Siegfried, are you headed downstairs?
Oh yeah, I had something I want to talk to Mama about.
Tell me, I don't know if this just has happened to me, but has Mama requested a special ingredient from you before? Excrement, namely?
No.
He's getting Vietnam flashbacks.
Mama has asked
Oh.
everyone at this point.
They have done
Oh,
a very
okay.
similar thing to everybody the first day.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She does that.
If you shit, I will collect it.
I thought it was just some sort of prank, but I suppose everyone
But
has
here's the
their
thing
own
of-
ingredient.
There is a benefit of Mama being there besides just the potions they make, in that none of you have to worry about cleaning the toilets. Mama does that. Mama takes care of that for you. Probably the biggest upside of them
Thank you,
being.
Mama.
Sigrid would pat Franz on the shoulder and just say, "Hey, we have some good grains and stuff left over in the cupboard, so
I don't
won't
think
worry
I
too
can
much."
stomach anything anymore. Well, if it's all the same to you, I will head to bed.
All right, have a good night.
I'll try.
How long
Trust-
does it take for Franz to realize and be able to communicate that he literally can't eat anything anymore?
Well,
But it'll
still-
take him he's noticed that food smells absolutely rancid to him. But it would probably be a while before he noticed, okay, I'm not in the cage and I have not gotten hungry and I haven't eaten a thing. So it'd be
Probably after this
a-
downtime.
it'd be like a
Yeah,
day and a
time
bit
to
before
think.
he realizes, I don't need to eat anymore.
Or
Then
drink for that matter.
you head downstairs to Marlard's
Yep.
space.
Yep.
So as you head down, you see Mama on a stool on this table, kind of pouring from this jar with this thick, chunky liquid, kind of pouring it into a funnel, which you see leads into 3 more vials. And there's a tube that will drop it off into 3 more. And he turns, you come, he's like, "What do you want? Recycling."
Hey, just only take a minute of your time. I have something you might want to look at. And he pulled on her suitcase and tried to pull out the vials.
And look at it, tilt the head to the side and look back. Recycle. It's remake, take time. And jump down, come over to you, say, "What you got?"
He would I found this neat little weapon. Seems to have 3 little vials of white. I don't know. Looks kind of like milk, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe he would hand
You,
one
have the
forward.
case. Yeah,
What was
you
that?
have the case open. They take up one of the syringes, looks at it. And then that 18 is they jab it into your neck.
Oh,
Test.
Sigrid would just gasp. What the? What?
Roll
Only
1d100.
a luck card.
1d100. All right.
Is this
Oh no,
that?
this
No,
is
luck on.
the vials from the witch hunters, wasn't it? Or is this the
Yeah.
vials from the pool?
Yeah.
Oh no, these are the vials from the witch hunter case.
Yeah.
Oh no!
So, only a
You're
luck card.
you're part demon, so that's not gonna end well.
Oh fuck.
Only a luck card with disadvantage.
Con save at disadvantage. You said?
Just reminded me of that. Yep.
Luck
Oh,
on
no.
at disadvantage.
I need to check what kind of poison that is.
Oh, at
That
disadvantage.
is
though.
1.
Roll
That
again.
is still a success. No, it was luck con.
Oh, luck con. Fuck.
I'll just not move on. Yeah, if it's a saving throw, it'll almost always be con. It'll always be luck con. What kind of poison?
Fuck.
Oh,
Critical failure.
bad.
You can check what kind of poison this is.
Oh no! I'll say some nice words at your funeral.
Oh, thanks.
Assuming he's gonna die already. Damn.
Mama, first kill.
You fail, so that is 5 damage and 3 con, 4 strength, and 4 dex loss.
Oh! Oh no!
All right, say those numbers again so I can go down one by one.
It was
That's-
3 con, 4 strength, 4 dex, and 5 hit points.
Permanently or temporarily?
Temporary. I'm assuming.
Yeah, they'll recover after a long rest, thankfully.
Oh lord.
Mama just killed a man. God damn it! This is the one time that's actually accurate. Shoved a bullet
Mama.
in his neck.
Push that
Screamed out, "What
syringe,
the
now
heck?"
he's dead.
Yeah, like jabs and you're like, pull it out, and you just feel like this pulsing kind of shifting through you. It's this horrible, like weakening sense just pulse through your body. It's like, not lethal. How feel? And it's like,
Yeah, you sure about that? I quickly trying to close the case. It's like, I think I know all I need to know.
Like, how feel? You know.
I feel like
They just like turn around and start muttering to themselves and taking notes and going back to their recycling.
he's just.
Yeah.
You gained nothing. You lost everything.
That was giant serpent venom with a bit of anti-demon stuff.
Great.
Oof. Yeah, I think he's gonna take his wound misery back upstairs. Try to just sleep this off. Kick the freaking suitcase under his bed.
Thanks for watching. Now you gotta do that thing with the thumbs up and the subscribe. Oh, ring that bell. Super hard. Share this with your friends too, and watch some other videos as well. Bye bye.